Nobody on earth can ever love you more than your parents. I welcome all the parents who are very eager to see your child's performance through online. And last but not least, I welcome all our social media supporters who always appreciate our growth in a positive way. Once again, I welcome everyone gathered here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your cordial welcome. Before starting the program, let me introduce our judges, Mrs. Deepalakshmi ma'am and A.M. Divya ma'am, who will assess the student oration. Welcome you, ma'am. We have given 2 topics. Students can select any one topic. Initially, let me spell out the rules and regulation of this English oratory competition. Each student is allowed to express the thought for 3.5 to 4 minutes. Marks will be given based on the content, lucidity of language, presentation, pronunciation, and body language. The decision of the judges will be final. Without any delay, let us start our program. First, we will call students from grade 6. Topic: if I have the superpower, alternate energy sources that can make a different energy. We are glad to announce that already we have selected the lot. Student will be coming according to their lot wise.
For this oratory competition, from grade 6, 47 students had enrolled their names. In first round, 17 students were selected. In second round, 13 students were selected. For final round, these 13 students are going to perform here.
Lot number 1, K. Sharmila. Lot number 1, K. Sharmila.
Okay, ma'am. A very pleasant morning to one and all present here. This is Sharmila K, studying grade 6. Today, I am going to say a few words about alternative energy sources that can make a difference. What are alternative energy sources? Alternative means another, different, or substitute. It is a form of energy you can use instead of using non-renewable fossil fuels. They are made from renewable sources. With increasing population, the energy consumption as well as the demand has increased tremendously. Nature has a very limited supply of the conventional source of energy. In the last decade, we have seen a positive shift towards expanding our renewable energy capacity, both on a local and global level. Solar panels, wind turbines set on an offshore, and hydroelectricity are some of the alternative energy technologies that will supply our future energy needs. Our dependence on natural gas and oil is the biggest reason for environmental damage, and in the energy sector alone is responsible for a 1.7% increase of carbon dioxide gases in our atmosphere. Hereby, alternative energy sources will be a main focus to prevent further climate change effects on our plants. 14 types of alternative energy sources that can make it different: hydroelectricity, waves, tidal, floating turbines, wind turbines, airborne, solar PV, solar roads, space solar, solar thermal, geothermal, solid biomass, biofuels, hydrogen. Now let's talk about each and every alternative energy sources. Solar energy is the use of sunlight. Light can be changed into thermal heat energy and electric energy. Geothermal is the use of earth internal heat to boil water for heating buildings or generating electricity. Hydroelectric energy is produced by the gravitational force of falling or flowing water. Hydrogen is burned and used as clean fuel for spaceships and some cars. Biofuels, two two main types of fuel for transportation are made from plants. Biofuels, two main types of ethanol produced from common crops like sugar cane, potato, corn, wheat and grapes, etc. Biodiesel made from vegetable oil and animal fats. Both ethanol and biodiesel are added to gasoline, so we use less fossil fuels. Wind is the oldest source of energy in the world. It was only till the last century that the ships were moved with the help of sails. In a way, man used wind to move from one place to another. It served as energy for communication. As no such carriages could be made that could move on land with wind, it was easier to travel on seas and rivers than on land. But wind was again the first source of energy after horse and bullocks to draw water from the wells and to grind wheat, etc. Windmills were common in a number of countries. Finally, I conclude my speech. Nowadays, electrical energy is a human necessity. The way how this energy is generated needs to be analyzed, because every natural sources that is not renewable can finish a day. So save energy, save money and save atmosphere from pollution. Thank you for all.
Amazing, Sharmila. As she said, we should take effort to protect it. Push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you.
Number 2, M. Madesh. Lot number 2, M. Madesh.
Good afternoon to all. I am going to talk about alternative energy sources that can make a difference. There are 10 main different alternative sources in the world to generate power. While other sources are being discovered all the time, none of them has reached the stage where they can be used to provide the power to help modern life function. All of these different sources of energy are used to provide primarily to electricity. All of these energy sources are the world runs on a series of electrical reactions, whether you are driving or the light you are turning on. All of these energy sources are energy added to store of electrical power that is then sent out to different locations via high power lines. The major types of renewable energy sources are solar energy from the sun, wind energy, geothermal energy from the heat inside the earth, hydropower from flowing water, ocean energy in the form of wave tidal, and current energy and ocean thermal energy, biomass from plants. Non-renewable energy sources. A non-renewable energy source is a source with a limited supply that we can mine or extract from the earth and until eventually run out. These are formed thousands of years from the buried remains of ancient sea plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Most of these energy sources are dirty fossil fuels, which are generally bad for our environment. The major types of non-renewable energy sources are petroleum, hydrocarbon gas, liquids, natural gas, coal, nuclear energy are the different sources of energy. Here is an overview of each of the different sources of energy that are in use and what's the potential issue for each of them. In the energy sector, fossil fuel sources is the main use due to their relatively low price. Our energy demand is predicted to rise in the future and polluting our energy sources. In the last decade, we have seen a positive shift towards the expanding our renewable energy capacity, both on local and global level. Solar panels, wind turbines, set on and offshore hydroelectricity are some of the alternative energy technologies that some energy that supply our future energy needs. Our dependence on natural gas and oil is the biggest reason for environmental damage, and in the energy sector alone is responsible for 1.7% of increase of carbon dioxide gases in our atmosphere alone is responsible. Hereby, alternative energy sources are main focus to prevent further climate changes in our planet. Thank you.
You have brightened our day. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that count. Do it well.
Lot number 3, R. Setana from grade 6. R. Setana, lot number 3.
Good afternoon to everyone present here. I am going to give a speech. If I have a superpower, if I had a superpower, I would be able to control time and I would be able to fly fast to reach the place and that can disturb the earth, peace and calm environment. I must also able to help police to investigate crimes and all the things that can disturb the earth, peace and calm environment. Someone said rightly, after saying truth, it's very hard to include in corruptions. If I had a superpower, my power would be ability to control time. With my power, I would be able to stop, reverse, slow and down, speed up time whenever I blessed. And I also fly and to be invisible while I am playing hide and seek, then no one can find me. Also my friends also. And I also invisible, then I don't need a key to off the door. Take a look at like Spider-Man, Superman and Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, and what do they have in common? They help people and they make effect in them. Thank you.
What an imagination. We can't change the directions of the wind, but we can adjust our sails to always reach our destination.
I'm starting.
Lot number 4, S. Rohit. 4, S. Rohit.
Good morning for everyone. With respect, principal, teachers, judges and all. My name is Rohit. I am studying 6th standard. My topic is if I have a superpower. If I have one superpower to change the world for the better, I would like to be a power to make everybody happy. If anybody have any problem, I could solve it easily. I want one superpower that should make the world and all the things disturb the earth's peace and calm environment. I would like to superpowers only to help people who are in trouble, just like Superman. If anyone get trouble, then I able to help. I must also be able to fly fast to reach the place where the crime is occurring. I should also be able to help police who are investigating the crimes. If I have one superpower to change for the better would be good health for everybody, because the foundation of all happiness is health. Health is indeed a divine gift. To good health is one of the most precious jewels of our life. We seem to be living in a world superhuman tracking would be ability to track an individual object, thought supernatural. I still remember the first time I watched the movie Superman and wished I should also be as strong as him, fly in air, save people from danger like he did. I would make the whole world stress and free. The society today needs proper treatment.
I could bring out peace and harmony. Peace and harmony not in the society, but also in the minds of people. So the ultimately circles up to peace and harmony. If a peace or prevails in the minds of people, they would be happy to world better place. I would eminence as my superpower. They should face every problem with a smile, because then the surrounding will look pleasant too. Our friend happy with us too. Happiness depends on what we give and not what we can get. Human beings are selfish and I won't deny that. We want to the best and do the best. We love being the center of attraction, and most of the time we don't care about others. We told to choose a superpower. The first thought we have is we want to be the strongest, we want to be the fastest, we want to be the smartest. We only think about superpower like speed, mind reading, strength. Being able to fly and being invisible. We should look around the world and see the world around us. Thank you.
You are not going to continue knocking the old door that doesn't open for you. You are going to create your own door and walk through that. Keep going, dear.
Lot number 5, S.A. Akhilesh. Lot number 5, S.A. Akhilesh.
This is S.A. Akhilesh from 6th A4. Respected our principal sir, multi-talented AO sir, kind-hearted teachers, and my dear friends, joyful morning everyone. Now I am going to speak about alternative energy sources that can make a difference. First of all, the term alternative energy is generally refers to sources of energy like solar power, wind power, and hydropower. Alternative energy does not come from fossil fuels. First, we see about solar power. Solar means connected with the sun or using the sun energy. Solar power is getting from the sun and it is converted into thermal or electrical energy. Next we saw about wind power. A windmill is a structure that converts wind energy into electrical energy using windmills or sails. It is used to produce electricity. Windmills are used since 2000 BC. It provides electricity without burning any fuel or polluting the air. Uses of windmills are mill grind, sailing, land surfing, water surfing, and mainly in generating electricity. Next, the last we see about hydropower. Hydropower is also known as water power. Here, kinetic energy is converted into electrical energy. Hydro is a method of sustainable energy production. It is the oldest and cheapest power sources on the planet. Hydropower is very important in the global economy. In 1849, American engineer James Francis invented hydropower. China is the largest producer of hydropower. Now come to these all energies. Clean energy technologies can help us in tackle the problem of global climate change, improve air quality, provide additional options in computer electricity markets, and increase our energy security. Clean energy technologies can play an important role in the global economy. Thank you for giving this opportunity to my parents and teachers.
Your words are incredible. A little progress each day adds up to big results. So keep going.
Lot number 6, Mridulika. Lot number 6, P. Mridulika.
Optimism is the faith that leads to one achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. A hopeful good morning and greetings to one and all present. I am extremely privileged to have this opportunity to address my speech in this honorable stage. I am Matriculation from grade 6, standing in front of you to talk about my topic, if I have a superpower. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Napoleon says. Superpower is an ability to control people or things or to do something. Would I have a Superman strength and save people like Superman? No. Would I spin helpful webs and help out the innocents like Spider-Man? No. Would I wish to be a majestic eagle and touch the pinnacles of sky? Or to be a little winged birdies with my wings cut to the sky up high? Just the thought of having superpower would so exciting, amusing, thrilling. But somewhere I knew it was possible only in imagination. Kipling says, what you can do or dream, you can begin it. Now I know all the superpowers I wanted only for my benefit. And it would be definitely the power of spreading love, peace, joy, happiness, smile, positivity everywhere. Even this sounds impossible, but isn't really impossible. It's just too difficult to achieve. A journey of 1,000 miles begins from a single step. You see how great it will be if people could forget their sorrows, worries, depression. If I would have them, wow, how great it will be if I use superpowers to erase the dark sides, negativities inside criminals and spread love, peace, joy everywhere. Wonderful thought, because when there is love, joy, peace, people will have immense respect for each other's feeling and they didn't hurt others. Oh, certainly, I would throw off the evil sides inside criminals, turn them into a good human beings, and there would be no crime. Oh my God, if I had these powers, I will name myself as Angel Girl with a tagline, a girl who make the earth happier. And I could reach any corner of the world to spread positivity and happiness. Okay, do you know an interesting fact about my superpower? Any idea? Let me say, the positivity joy I would spread would pass one person to another just like coronavirus. And once I succeed in my aim of making my earth a better and peaceful place to live, I would fly off in search for another planet where life exists. But back to reality, we all would agree, the future could never be this much perfect. Swami Vivekananda says, strength and power is the sign of hope, sign of vigor, sign of everything that is good. Yet, I believe to do have the ability to spread happiness, positivity around me without any superpower. Don't wait for an inspired ending come to your mind. Work your way to the end. When there is will, there is way. Thank you everybody for giving this opportunity.
Remarkable words, dear. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Be positive and do it well.
Lord Afia. Lord S. Afia.
The things that make us different, those all our superpowers. Wishing all the respective judges, teachers and my dear friends in a pleasant afternoon. My name is Safia. I am studying in grade 6. Today I am going to share my thoughts on the topic, if I had the superpower. During our vacation, I watched movies and cartoons that has many superheroes with superpowers. If I had the superpower, I make another world. I help to the poor people who are in trouble. With my superpower, I make the world stress-free. I fly in the sky, I explore the stars which are far away from the earth. I change the wrong thoughts from the people's mind. I use my superpower to make the world free from crime and other bad things. I save the world from bad peoples. I would like to bring purity into the hearts of people, enabling them to lead a prosperous life in unity and honesty. If I had the superpower, I would like to change the power to make the world for better in peace and unity. If anyone in trouble, then I go and help that person. With my superpower, I will reach the school faster like birds. If I have the superpower, I want one-time travel power and go back to the time when the universe started. If I have the superpower, that power is help to the world. I am able to solve all the problems in the universe. I make everybody happy and peaceful. If I have the superpower, I would travel around the world. I control the bad pollution, caste, religion among the people. I found that such a life is not enjoyable. If I have the superpower, I gave my some powers to the people to express their feelings.
Some kind of superpower is something which almost all of us must have longed at the same point of time in our childhood, and this desire was surely inspired by fictional stories, movies and cartoons that made us aware. Some people would want to have the superpower like those of Marvel Avengers. Some of us would want to have the superpower, have fly high up in the sky. Some would want to turn invisible. Some would want to have the multi-dimensional package that would contain infinite numbers of useful and powerful and hyper-fictional gadgets like Disney's Doraemon. Some would want to have the superpower to control the natural elements like fire, ice and storms and other natures. Some people like me want to have the superpower to being the travel to across the time through time machine. Just the thought of having this superpower is so exciting, amusing and thrilling. But somewhere I know that superpower is possible only and only in imagination. In real life that is impossible. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Very good, dear. Keep up with determinations. Go to bed satisfied. Keep up the good work.
Lot number 8, Sashwant Raj. Lot number 8, G. Sashwant Raj.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all for this great event. My name is G. Shashundaraj and I am sitting stage 4. My topic for the day is, if I have a superpower, like most of us, I also wanted to have a superpower of cinematic superheroes like Spider-Man, Superman, Batman and Thor, so that I can save the world by flying and fighting for people. But the problem here is, in this big world, I cannot available for all the people at all time whenever they are in danger. So, to make my work easy, I spread the virus to this world. Don't panic. It is not a harmful virus like corona. It is a good virus called superpower virus. My virus will rapidly affect all the kids and adults in the world. Once my virus affected a person, it will spread all through their body and start to kill hatred, enmity, ego, and other negative thoughts. Instead, it sees peace, care, affection, and other good thoughts. Once my virus affected 100% of the people, my new superpower words get activated. First, students should show more interest in studies and stay disciplined, because my superpower virus make them to realize only hard work and dedication of teachers rise them up. Second, no one will leave their parents in old age home, because my virus make them to feel the pain of parents and the in parenting process. Third, everyone prize sacrifice and keep helping among each other, because my virus make them to work forward killing poverty. Fourth, everyone of us will exercise daily, because my virus realize them only strong body makes strong mind. Fifth, no crime will happen and people feel very secure, because my virus do not allow anyone to involve in illegal activities. Sixth, any covert students can go to government office and get their things without giving bribes, as my virus officials never make them to be corrupted. Seventh, politicians will rule us more responsibly and always work for people's well-being, because my virus and politicians make them to do not break the people's trust over government. And finally, people all over the world live safe and happy. That's make my mission accomplished. Now coming back to reality, no one will witness cinematic superheroes flying and fighting for people. Only our thought process, action and willpower will save us from danger. According to me, everyone can be a superhero, because superheroes are not the one who fly and fight for people. Superheroes are the one who be good and do good. Be a superhero and witness better version of you. With this, I thank my parents and teachers for this great opportunity. See you. Take care. Bye, Professor Sundraj.
Yes, I do want a superpower like you. Nobody built like you. You design yourself. Dear students, kindly encourage your friends with a big round of applause.
Lot number 9, Tanshika. Lot number 9, yes, Tanshika.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, AO Sir, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I'm here to give a wonderful speech about if I had a superpower. If I had a superpower that could lead me to change the world. I would like that to be the powers to make everybody happy. If we have any problem, we should be able to solve it easily. Do you have any stress? Yes, if I had one superpower, I would make the whole world stress-free. We should face every problem with a smile to be happy. Then our surroundings will look pleasant. Our friends will be happy with us too. Happiness depends what we can give, not what we can get. If I had a superpower, I bring a purity into the hearts of people, enabling them to lead a prosperous life in unity and honesty. If I had a superpower, I would make a world better. Health is wealth. Health is one of the most precious jewels in our life. If I had one superpower, I would ban the mobile phone. This time, I tell one small incident. There lived one boy. He named Ravi. He was living in a city. He was interested to watching the mobile phone and playing the mobile games. One day, his grandparents come to his home. The grandparents asked one question to him. But he did not answering the question because he was interested to watching the mobile phone. Moral of this incident is the mobile phone affects the children and their life. So if I had one superpower, I would ban the mobile phone. I would like to fly and make the world free from the crimes and action. I must be able to fly fast and solve the problem easily. If I have a superpower, I would help every person. If I had a superpower, I regenerate planet Earth and convert a saline water into a fresh water and eliminate the Earth from global warming so that we can use as much as. If I had a superpower, I would be a magician and change the whole world into a Harry Potter series and enjoy the every moments of magical world. Last but not the least, I would purely want to be a child again who would never grow up and enjoy the every moments of magical world. Superheroes are not born by birth. They are made by immense labor and hard work. So focus on your hard work. One day you will become a superheroes of other. Thank you for this good opportunity. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes, dear, you are on your way. Don't try to lessen yourself for the world. Let the world catch up to you.
Diya. Lot number 10, yes, Diya.
A warm, pleasant afternoon to one and all gathered here. I take this auspicious occasion in inviting you all to my excited narration on the magical saying, if I have a superpower. With immense gratitude, I extend my hearty welcome to our chief guest, our principal, our teachers, and all my dear mates to the magic of happiness that take you to the another hegemon. Yes, if I have a superpower, if I have the superpower that could let me to change the world, I would like that to be the power to make everybody happy. If they have any problems, they should able to solve it easily. I would make the whole world stress-free. They should face every problem with a smile because if we will be happy, our surroundings will look pleasant too. Our friends will be happy with us too. Happiness depends on what we can give, not what we can get. I want one superpower, and that should be to make the world free from crime and all the things that disturb the earth's peace and calm environment. I would only use my superpowers to help people who are in trouble, just like Superman. If anyone is in trouble, then I would go to that person and help him. I must also be able to fly fast to
to reach the place where the crime is occurring. On some occasions, I would also be able to help police to investigate crimes. These are many things I would like to do to improve the lives of others. I would like to bring purity into the hearts of people, enabling them to lead a prosperous life in unity and honesty. I would also be able to rid the world of terror and once that is gone, remove the dishonest people from the world. To change the world for the better, we do not require any malls or advanced technology, but honesty in each person. It would be the power to make everybody speak truth. If everyone was speaking truth, then no one can indulge in corruption. Someone rightly said, it's hard to indulge in corruption. It's hard to saying the truth. So the superpower idea can change the whole world for the better. I still remember the first time I watched the movie Superman and wished I could also strong as him, fly in air and save people in danger like he did. I always did want to be a supergirl. I used to think these superpowers are real. Superman and Spider-Man really has these powers. When I grew up, I realized how insane I was. But now I had one superpower to change the whole world for the better place. It would probably be that I could become a psychic for a day. I could come to know about all the disaster that takes place in coming times, be it natural, man-made, bomb-blast or hazard. Even though we want to be able to completely avoid the disaster, we would still be able to reduce the loss, damage and impact on the people. I guess it would be great to have such a kind of superpower. It would be so cool. And the last, but not the least, no one is you. That is your superpower. Thank you.
Excellent, dear. Yes, the real superpower is you must find a place inside yourself where nothing is impossible.
Lot number 11, A. Aisha. Lot number 11, A. Aisha.
Good morning everyone present here. Today I am going to speak about if I had a superpower. From my side, I want to be able to fly and be invisible. I want to be able to fly and make the world free from crimes and all the things. I love Earth because it is our Mother Earth. It is our beauty to save the Earth. So I can bring peace. I must be able to fly and be invisible. I would want to see everybody happy in their life. So this superpower idea can change the whole world as a better place. Most of our problem starts from the breakdowns of hormone in different shapes of our lives. I could use my superpower to promote peace and harmony, not just in society, but also people's mind. This should be peace and harmony. This everything culminates in society, peace and harmony. Today's society requires to upbringing crimes. The world, if they have a peace of mind,
Yes, sir. Times to start a grade 7 oratory competition. Students are get ready.
From grade 7, 47 students had enrolled their names. In first round, 20 students were selected. In second round, 19 students were selected. For final round, these 19 students are going to perform here.
The topics for grade 7. My India, actions speak louder than words. First, lot number 1, LK Aishwarya. Lot number 1, LK Aishwarya.
Good afternoon, one and all. I am here to speak about a phrase that has been used for centuries. Action speaks louder than words. In a world where words can be meaningless and cheap, but it's our actions that truly define who we are.
A person may say that they were committed to a cause, but it's their action that show their true dedication. When we back our words with actions, we demonstrate ourselves and others we demonstrate ourselves and others to contribute truly to contribute truly to the to truly contribute our wellness and development in the society, we must be the people of action. I would like to conclude this Michael Jordan saying, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, but only a few to make it happen. Let us be one among the few to make it happen. Thank you.
Good effort, dear. Actions speak louder than words. Let your words teach and your actions speak. Thank you for your fabulous speech, dear.
Lot number 2, Jashmita Shri. Lot number 2, K.H. Jashmita Shri.
Very wonderful afternoon to respected principal sir, AO sir, teachers and my dear friends. Today I am here to deliver my speech on our country, my India. I am honored to have this opportunity to express my views on India. India is a country in South Asia with the second largest population in the world. It is the seventh largest in the world in terms of Asia. India is surrounded by Pakistan in the northwest, China and Nepal in the north, Bhutan and Bangladesh in the northeast, Myanmar in the east and by Sri Lanka in the south. The Arabian Sea bounds India on the west, the Bay of Bengal on the east and the Indian Ocean on the south. It is surrounded by the mountains called Himalayas in the north, which is one of the world's tallest. The main rivers of India are Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Kaveri, Narmada and Krishna. The capital of the country is located in New Delhi with the third largest military force in the world. Indian economy is one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. India is the seventh most prosperous country in the world with a total individual wealth of $5.6 trillion. India is a global example of unity in diversity. It is the resistant to several religions people out of which five are major: Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism and Sikhism. It has the fourth largest spoken languages in the world. Besides this, India is considered to be rich in flora and fauna. It is blessed to experience a different climate in a year. 21.7% of India is covered by forests, which is habitat to 12% of the global plant wealth and 75,000 species of animals. India is the largest democracy in the world with one of the most sensible constitutions in the world. The government of India was formed after India got independence from Great Britain in 1949. It has 28 states and 9 union territories. Government of India is divided into 3 parts: the legislative, the executive, the judiciary for smooth functioning. India is also home for rich heritage, culture and literature. Taj Mahal of India is counted in one of the 7 wonders of the world. Cave paintings, rock sculptures are found across the country. Thousands of tourists visit every year to experience these in person. The variety of folk songs and dances, which varies across states, gives one of the unique identity to the country. It is a country of 1.2 billion people with different attire, culture, religion and language. It celebrates a variety of festivals throughout the year like Holi, Diwali, Christmas, etc. Through India's note on the top. We are doing in education, healthcare and technology. IETS, NITS, IIMS are considered one of the best institutes in the world for studies. The literacy rate in India has improved to 74.4% from 12% in 1949. India is a hub for best quality healthcare facilities in low price. India is the third country in Asia to send a spacecraft to Mars in 2014 and the first country to be successful in its first attempt. India is the first country in the world to launch over 100 satellites in one mission. Bollywood industry is one of the largest movie industry in the world, generating much revenue in India. India is still fighting a few severe problems like poverty, unemployment, illiteracy and technological advancement. It cannot be denied that we have a long way to move in this fronts. However, I can say this proudly that we have come so far and we will achieve more in the coming future. I am thankful to God to be part of such a beautiful country. We all should come forward to do our part to make India the best. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Great discussion.
Respected principals, teachers and all my dear friends, today I am here to give a speech on my India. India is a country that definitely is not easy to understand. Many sides to it. It is beautiful, unpredictable and scary at times. India has taught me that we should appreciate diversity, that we should be kind to one another, and that in the end we should keep our friends and the family close to our heart. I believe that this is India. It not only teach you something. India, love my brothers and my sisters, beautiful country India, love my country India, proud of my country India, love my brothers and my sisters, beautiful country India, rivers and mountains India, fields and forests India, no other country in the world is better than my country India, rivers and mountains India, fields and forests India, no other country in the world is better than my country India, rivers and mountains India. Our country has provided many prominent leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Ambedkar, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. All some of those people made India famous. An Indian will be in a school days. If they fail, never give up, because FAIL means first attempt in learning. End is not an end. In fact, END means effort never dies. If they get no answer, remember NO means next opportunity. So let's be positive. India is the 7th largest country in the world. It is also the 2nd most populated country in the world. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. India has diversity in food, culture, language, tradition. In my country, India is located in a continent, Asia. My national animal is tiger. My national flower is lotus. My national bird is peacock. And my national sports is hockey. My national flag of India is tricolor. Vasco da Gama was the founder of India. He first found Calicut in India. India has many rivers and the Ganga is longest. It is also the 3 oceans. The Bay of Bengal in the west, the Arabian Sea in the east, and the Indian Sea in the south. It is really a beautiful nation with a lot of things to explain. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Excellent dear. As he said, to other countries we may go as tourists, but to India we come as a pilgrim.
Lot number 4, S. Nityashri. Lot number 4, S. Nityashri.
A very warm welcome to all of you present here. Today I am here to deliver a speech on my India. India, having the oldest civilization in the world, is one of the most diverse country. It is famous for its rich cultures, traditions and festivals. There are 29 states in India with Delhi as its capital. Therefore, the slogan Unity in Diversity sets perfectly with my country. You can find people of every caste, creed and religion here. Thus we can say India has a wide range of cuisines, festivals and diverse cultures, making it a great tourist destination. India is the only country that has given birth to
different Indian religions, Hinduism, is the world, respectively. India has the largest constitution in the world, which strongly follows secularism and equality. It has been celebrating 73 years of independence since 15th August 1947. Our national flag, it is a tricolor with a navy blue chakra in the center. But did you know that every country has its own set of colors that are displayed in their national flag, and each color symbolizes a certain meaning and holds a value for the people of the respective country. As for our national flag, it is a rectangular fabric and horizontally colored with saffron at the top. The color is also called kesari, white in the middle and green at the bottom. A navy blue Ashoka chakra with 25 peaks is placed at the center. This tie band is also called triangana, which means the tricolor. The top saffron band denotes courage and strength that was exhibited by our young and new nation, and the white band in the middle represents peace and truth, and the green band represents the growth, fertility as well as of our motherland. Ramnath Kovind, being the current president, he is the nominal executive head of the country who is responsible for the protection and preserving the Indian constitution. On the other hand, the Prime Minister of India is considered the head of the government and is responsible for the distribution of work for various ministers and officers. Narendra Damodaras Modi is the present Prime Minister. A federal form of government is followed in India. Apart from President and Prime Minister, each state has its own Chief Minister who is responsible for the development of the associate state. Being a secular and a democratic country, India gives equal rights to all of the citizens to cast their votes for the government. Hindi is the national language of my country. Apart from Hindi, each state has its native language. The national song of India is Vande Mataram. Delhi holds rich cultures and history from Asian India. India is also famous for its various historical monuments and architecture, which makes it major tourist destination. India, being a developing country, has currently emerged in the field of economic science, sports and technology. Over the years, India has been growing beautifully in the various fields, be it in science, technology, agriculture, sports or the economy. As a developing country, it stands 5th in the economy and is the 7th largest country in the world. India is the 2nd largest producer of tea in the world after China. India also has the largest textile producing industry, including cotton, silk, synthetic fiber, jute and wool. Uttar Pradesh is the India's only state which is famous for being the largest producer of sugar in the country. Being a citizen of this country, I feel immensely proud to see India grow in the field of economy and industry every year. Lastly, I would like to conclude my speech by saying that we all, the citizens of India, must come together in the preserving the rich cultures, heritage of our country. It is our sole responsibility to make India, help it to grow globally. Thank you.
Your words are so sensational. India will reveal to you the places in your heart that must be purified.
Lot number 5, K. Induja. Lot number 5, K. Induja.
Good morning, respected sir, teachers, parents and all my dear friends. I am going to deliver a speech about my India. My country, India, the world is biggest encyclopedia. It is the youngest country. It is ideal of pleasantry. It is famous for unity because there is a lot of diversity. The world makes Indian culture, brotherhood is its future. Out of all the countries throughout the world, I consider myself lucky enough to be born in this wonderful multicultural country, India. It is also the world's biggest secular republic, which gives me a chance to interact with the people from so many different ethnicities and cultures firsthand. It is a very big country with varying demographic features too, ranging from the mighty Himalayas in the north to the vast Indian Ocean in the south. It is very rich in wildlife too, and thus a very large amount of flora and fauna. India is also famous for its variety of foods and spices too. There are 20 states and 9 union territories and a number of rivers. India is also the biggest demography in the world. Being a secular country, there are a lot of festivals celebrated throughout the year, like Diwali, Eid, Christmas, Ramjan, Guru Pava. To name a few, the capital of the country is Delhi, which is located in the heart of the nation. It is also home to some very famous historical monuments like the Red Fort and the Qutub Minar. Nearby Delhi is Agra, which also has the incredible Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. India is also the birthplace of some very prominent figures, such as Mahatma Gandhi, who is the highest flag bearer of non-violence throughout the world. The country has also been blessed with distinct architecture and historical mathematician too. Ramanujan and Aryabhatta are recognized throughout for continued fraction and the discovery of zero respectively. I would like to conclude by saying that no matter how much I praise my country achievement, it would always be less. Our country is our motherland. We should always be grateful for whatever we have got from our country. We should participate and put positive effort in the growth and development of our nation. Living in this country, I feel privileged and proud to be a part of this cultural diversity. I love my country. I hope to contribute to its progress once I grow up. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Jai Hind.
Great words, dear. India, my country, my motherland, is the crown of the whole world with so much diversity of language, religion, caste, color, and whatever my India is unique and incomparable.
Number 6, S. Vedika. Lot number 6, S. Vedika.
Respected principal sir, teachers and my dear friends, wonderful afternoon all. Today I am going to speak some words on the topic, actions speak louder than words. In the long run, trust is grown in those people who do not speak much but do the right actions at the right time. In any situation, people believe those who are actually act and do not claim to act. Talks can bring momentary satisfactions, but only proper action can bring trust and respect in the long run. Thus the wise man rightly used this proverb to make people say what they understood much before but could not express. Action is the actual deciding factor of a word and justifies what you claim to do. Wise men never speak about their plans and claim to do this, and instead they prefer to show only in their action. If our actions are implemented successfully, they themselves will speak unspoken words with better understanding and faith. People will respect you when they understand that you can actually do what you claim, and this will earn trust for you and a better world for you to survive. Nobody is a fool that can make them anything you want. Maybe that happens at few times but not for long. Your clients alone can never make you a trustworthy person in the eyes of others, but your actions can. Your labor can bring you the fruits of success, but not your big talk. Your action can make the path easy for you to gain the confidence of others. You need to prove your capabilities by your action. Since no one is believe your words without a result, you need to build a strong foundation of trust to get respect from society and ultimately build a strong personality that will gain people admiration. Action is the other word for commitment. Suppose in a class of students, a particular student speak big words and claim to bring top marks in the class, but does not give any effort or labor to do so, ultimately land up with poor marks. Then the student not only lose his or her reputation, but also will never be believed by anyone. Instead, he or she will create a mockery of themselves. Thank you.
Terrific performance, dear. Words are from the lips, actions are from the heart. Your speech would have reached all our hearts. Thank you.
Lot number 7, SS Aishwarya. Lot number 7, SS Aishwarya.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. I am SS Aishwarya from 7th A4. My topic is My India. India is the cradle of the human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great-grandmother of tradition, said by Mark Twain, the famous author. India is the land of fabulous wealth, splendor, present place to accommodate trillions of people. It is also known as subcontinent of nationalities. India is also known as Bharat, Hindustan, and the Golden Bird. word. India is well known for the slogan, unity in diversity around the globe, because we live together with brotherhood. Our country is having different religious, languages and cultural patterns. We are knitted with the thread of Indianness, and we follow all major religions, and we celebrate all festivals in a great galore. Many saints and leaders were born in this country. Our beautiful country is covered with the mountain range, the Himalayas. The vital components of Indian cultures are good manners, etiquette, rituals, beliefs, values, etc. Even after the lifestyle of everyone has been modernized, but the Indian people have not changed their lifestyle and values. The properties of togetherness among the people of various cultures and tradition has made it a unique country. Various art forms such as dance, paintings and music are also a part of India's heritage. India encourages everyone to remain peaceful, humble and respect others in society. Main classical languages of the world, Tamil and Sanskrit, were born in India. There are 29 states and 7 union territories in India. There are 27 official languages in India. Has made it a splendid culture. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has quoted, every citizen of India must remember, he is an Indian and he has every right in this country, but with certain duties. Swami Vivekananda has said, do you love your country? Then come, let us struggle for higher and better things. India wants a new electric fire to stir up a fresh, vigorous Indian national winds. We youngsters of Bharat, we will make it more powerful and uplift the nation's pride. Every drop of our blood, its contribution to its growth. Unity in diversity is India's strength. Mother and motherland are superior even to the highest heaven. Let us all stand together. We can do little together. We can do so much. Said by Helen Keller. I would like to conclude with Tagore's beautiful lines. Where the ball has not been broken up into different fragments, into thought of action, into heaven of freedom. Now I am going to tell about small Tirukural. பொறையொருங்கு மேல்வருங்கால் தாங்கி இறைவர்க்கு இறையொருங்கு நேர்வது நாடு. திருவள்ளுவர் quotes, good health, wealth, fertility, security and happiness. These are said to be the adornments of a country. Let my country awake. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, long live India's glory. Thank you.
Excellent words, Priya. Indian country culture resides in the hearts and in soul of its people.
Lot number 8, yes, Nitika Shri. Lot number 8, yes, Nitika Shri.
Respected principals, sir, teachers and my dear friends, a wonderful afternoon all. Today on this special occasion, I would like to speak some words on the topic action speaks louder than words. People either communicate with their words or through their actions. Words are merely sounds that are uttered by the tongue. The action is what puts the meaning into the word side. I completely agree with the statement that action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words is an age-old proverb with deep hidden meaning inside. To say something and to do something are two different things. It is a well-known fact that people often do not do what they say. It is why people value hard work more than mere promises. Gandhiji impressed upon the villagers the importance of cleanliness by taking the broom in his hand and swiping the streets. His action had more effect than any speech he might have given. A father who smokes cannot scold his son when he finds him smoking. He should first give up smoking himself. In short, we should ourselves do what we want others to do. This is because action speaks louder than words. An ounce of example is worth is much more than a ton of preserve. Many sayings on English hold a lot of value. Action speaks louder than words is one such golden proverb which was and useful in various instances. In simplest terms, no matter what you speak, but your actions and doings will have far greater impact. This proverb, action speaks louder than words, was first used by Abraham Lincoln in his Cooper Union Address. The easiest thing is to speak. The difficult one is performing with words and actions. One can influence someone into thinking something. It is a way we communicate and learn. People's actions show their real attitudes rather than what they say. The simplest example can be seen in the student's life. If the student is a hard worker, don't say it each and every day. Such as students are the building blocks of developed nation. This quote had been proven right in every field. A man is made up of actions. Actions carry much more weight than words. When building trust, without building trust, no relation can survive. Talk can bring momentary satisfaction, but only proper action can bring trust and respect in the long run. The proverb, action speaks louder than words, means that actions are more acknowledged than words. A person may have several plans, but they are worthless until cultivated in actions. For example, consider a person who always talks about making it big one day, becoming rich and famous, but in reality, he doesn't make any effort and just wasting his time sitting idly. Not only action speaks louder, but they are also more worth than words. For example, on every year, we make a New Year resolution. How long we continue it with it? A day or a week or a month? We pay the gym membership fees and forgot about it. We start dieting, but we are tempted by the smallest piece of chocolate. So this proverb suggests actions are the indicator of the person's thoughts than they are. When it comes to leadership, actions are very important. A lazy boss will never encourage work from employee. For good parenting, false promises should never be made. For success in life, people need to act more, work hard, but a determined soul is the key to success. Thank you for giving the great opportunity. Thank you.
Superb, dear. What words will hold some water, but actions carry bucket full. After hearing your words, we are carrying a bucket full of information.
Lot yes, Sai Veeramani. Lot number 9. Yes, Sai Veeramani.
Good afternoon for the judges, principals, sir, teachers and all my friends. My name is S. Sai Veeramani from grade 7. Now I am going to talk about my India. India is the 7th largest country and the most popular democracy in the world. It is located in South Asia and officially declared from the Republic of India after its independence from British rule. India has unique topographical features. Plains of central India, rainforest of northeast, icy cool Himalayan region and dry arid desert in the west. Among others, India's cultural, linguistic and religious diversity is diverse as its geography. Indian culture differs from place to place and a union of several different cultures spread across the length and breadth of the continent. There are 22 languages embedded in the Constitution of India. More than 1,900 dialects or mother tongues spoken throughout the nation. India's huge culture country and authorized for the betterment of the country. India is the famous country for saying unity in diversity because people of many religious castes live together in unity. National symbols of India. The national animal of India is Royal Bengal tiger. The national tree of India is banyan tree. The national bird of India is peacock. The national flower of India is lotus. The national fruit of India is mango. The national river of India is river. The saffron at the top represent valor and sacrifice. The green at the bottom peace and purity. The Ashoka Chakra or the wheel in navy blue represent truth and peace. The national holidays of India. The Independence Day on August 15, the Republic Day on 26th January, the Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd October. New Delhi city is the capital city of India and the business capital is Mumbai. The India has the largest coastline. The India's largest state by area is Rajasthan and the smallest state is Goa. India has also two islands, Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. Like India, there are many languages spoken in India, but Hindi is the national language. Like that, India's huge land diversity with the mountains, plateaus, plains, deltas, deserts, seas and rivers. In India, one can see various types of dresses, people and food. The famous Himalayan mountain and the longest river Ganges is situated in India. The people of different states eat different food, wear different dresses, talk in different languages. The main occupation of India is agriculture and almost 50% of people involved in it. So it is the time to leave my speech. Thank you for giving the opportunity to me.
Incredible words, Priya. Today, we are remembering the golden heritage of our country and feel proud to be a part of India.
Lot number 10, B. Srinika. Lot number 10, B. Srinika.
A warm and wonderful afternoon to respected principals, sir, esteemed viewers, sir, honorable judges, beloved teachers, and my dear friends. I am Srinika and I am studying in 7th standard. Going to deliver a speech on the topic Action Speaks Louder Than Words. I begin my speech by telling there are many proverbs in different language, but when we see in English, the language has a rich store of great proverbs. The proverbs talk about the inner meanings of practical things from the rich store of English proverb. The best example is action speaks louder than words. The proverb has been used from the older period of English Civil War. The meaning of this proverb is anyone can tell that I have done anything, but it shouldn't be only word. We should do it in action. Then only we can get success in that particular work. There are people who do not speak much, but they do everything in action. These kind of people will get more signing factor of words and justifies what you came to do. Action and hard work towards anything will give better results. For example, a great talented student in class tells that I will get the first rank in the class. He want to put his action and hard work towards it to achieve what he told. If he doesn't put his action or his words, which he told will not happen, he may not get the first rank in the class. Another example is that when work is given to us, we should finish the work on the particular time. But what we do is, we will tell in words that I will finish the work on the particular time, but we fail to do it. So words we spoke on that day becomes failure. So if it is any work, we want to put our action and hard work towards it for better results in life. In sometimes, action may not produce a good result. It doesn't mean that actions are false. It makes us to think in which part we are lack, and it doesn't affect our ability towards it. When we see in the real world, there are people who are real examples for this proverb. First one is Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is our father of our nation. We can take him as the what the example here because he did a huge contribution to Indian independence. His actions like non-violence, supporting farmers, supporting the oppressed people, non-cooperation made huge impact. He was not given any great speeches at anyone. Rather than he done everything in action. He went directly to the people and seen the struggles faced by the people in the colonial rule. He supported them and he was with them. So if Gandhi said that I will support them in words, he couldn't see the real problem. But when he does in action,
Subhash Chandra Bose made history by creating his own army. His action was the major thing to combine the youngsters in making his own army. Third one is the soldiers. Soldiers gardening has from the borders. The political leaders will give speech only, but the soldiers do everything in action, and they are protecting us from the problems. These are some real life examples. So I conclude my speech by saying action is the strongest word which can anything a great success. So anything we do, we must do it in action rather than telling in words. Thank you.
Fantastic, dear. I don't believe what you say. I believe what you do. Your speech clearly says that action speaks louder than words.
11, J. Bhavana Kumari. Lot number 11, J. Bhavana Kumari.
Good afternoon to all. Today I am going to give speech on my India. India is a beautiful country and I love my country and I also feel blessed to its part. It is a national with varieties of social and cultural difference. It is one of the highest polluted country. Still we live with lot of love and harmony. All of us like our motherland and India is my motherland, so it holds special place in my heart. India is multicultural family where you can find different types of people, cultural, traditional, religious as well as language. We all live together and we love each other's companies. Every nation has some specialty and India is known for its rich cultural and social heritage. It is also known as a nation with unity in diversity. It's really make me proud when I see the beauty of national. It was its beauty which attracted people as a result. We also become slave for many years, but the unity within brought freedom for us. The northern part of India has white and tall Himalayas, where the southern part welcome you with sea in all of its side. The eastern part serves you the golden tea, where the west has beauty of Thar desert. There are many rivers, and Ganga is the longest. It also has 3 oceans: the Bay of Bengal in east, the Indian Sea in the west, the Indian Sea in the south, the Arabian Sea in the west. It is really a beautiful nation with lot of things to explain. You can find more than 100 cultures. People have different traditional food and beliefs. There are also people with different religious beliefs. We all live together like a family. It has been clearly written in the Indian Constitution that all religions hold equal value and respect. We also have some fundamental rights which make each and every Indian equal. India is a family with Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh, Jain, etc. India is very well known for its food also. As we know, we find various kind of spices here in Kerala. It is also known as a land of spices. Their spices make our food most delicious. You will find varieties of food starting from Kashmir to Kerala. If you are food lover, then it is definitely perfect place for you. India is very well known for its history. And India was called the golden bird, and the bird was looted by different rulers. Apart from these various kings like Akbar, Babur, Chandragupta, Mayur, Ashok, etc. were part of our history. It sounds really good to witness such a beautiful history. They built various monumental buildings, which are still as it is. The 7th wonder, Taj Mahal, is also one of them. It is known as a symbol of love, and it attracts people from different nations to visit India. I am proud to be an Indian. Thank you.
We are surprised here as you spoke. India lives in several countries at the same time.
12, yes, Rishi. Lot number 12, yes, Rishi Vandya.
Successful morning all. I am Rishivandya from grade 7. Today I am going to talk about my India, the land of Shiva and Krishna, the dream of Buddha and Mahatma Gandhi, the nursery of temples and mosques is India, my country. She is first and foremost all in my thoughts. I love India, my motherland. India is the biggest democracy and one of the oldest civilization of the world. India is the second most popular country in the world after
affected China. Indians are courteous people. My country has produced warriors like Purarana Pratap and Shivaji, leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and the freedom fighters like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, and Lala Lajpat Rai. In the fields of literature, my country has produced eminent persons like Rabindranath Tagore, Prem Chand, Sarat Chandra, C.V. Ramar, Jagadish Chandra Bose, and Dr. Homi Bhabha. Such a great names make me proud of my country. My country is a land of villages and fields, land and with crops. I am proud of her villages from where the Indian civilization has blossomed forth. Most of the great leaders of our country came from the villages. Our fields are fed by mighty rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Narmada and Kaveri. The Gangetic Valley is the most fertile region of our land. We have unique culture which has developed out of the centuries. India is the developing country. People follow different religion. Hindi is the official language of India. India celebrates different fairs and festivals. India is the 7th largest country in the world. India is located in the continent of Asia. On 15th August 1947, India became independent from the British rule. New Delhi is the capital of India. India is a very great country from where the many saints and Mahatmas have taken birth. The national bird of India is peacock, and the national game is hockey, and the national tree is banyan tree. Rupee is the currency of India. Mumbai is the largest city in India. More than 4 million people visit this historical moment every year. Again, the lure of mountain has attracted many an adventures to this land of rich culture. As a secular state in her labyrinth, the happy followers of the various religions of our land. We have unique culture which has developed out of the centuries. There is much diversity among our people. We speak many languages in our India: Tamil, English, Hindi, Urdu, Telugu, Malayalam, etc. My country, because of many beautiful locations, the craze of tourists, the Taj Mahal, Fatehpur Sikri, Qutub Minar, Red Fort has attracted human curiosity. Kashmir has been described as a paradise on earth. I am proud of her. I love my country and I am proud to be an Indian. Thank you.
Superb, dear. The world is the body and India is its life.
Lot number 13, S. Pragashini. Lot number 13, S. Pragashini.
Revered principals, judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends, good afternoon to one and all present here. It is an honor to be here with you today and talk on my favorite topic, action speaks louder than words. This proverb carries a deep meaning that needs to be comprehended well to have achievements in life. What a person does has more value than what a person simply says. Actions are certainly of paramount importance in anyone's life. It builds trust and long-lasting healthy relationship. Let's talk this about in detail today. Trust is very important in every type of relationship. Say for example, our parents promises us that they would buy us a gift or take us to the place of our choice if we get good grades all through this academic year, and we as kids, we believe in it, take things seriously, put our heart and soul into it, and we do extremely well in the academic and extracurricular activities. If we go and stand in front of them, they just smile and walk away. How would that be? We would learn that words are a bunch of false promise if no action takes place. We may not value the words going forward. Instead, if they keep up the promise and take actions like buy us a gift as promised or take us to the place of choice as promised, we feel respected, appreciated, and we do even better in the upcoming years.
and we learn to keep up the promise. Next, let's talk about how action impacts on leaders and their goals. Leaders, these days before elections and during campaign, they would promise the sun, moon and stars to the people. They say words that create a lot of hope in people and their lives. But do they act as they said? Sadly, the answer is no. Most of the times, I was trying to quote an example from recent times, but then you had to travel a long time in history to get these leader examples. Do you remember the great man who made a huge contribution to India's independence? Did he just talk and give? Definitely not. His actions like non-violence, non-cooperations, leading people through salt satyagraha, supporting farmers by wearing only cotton dress simply waved in India. He boycotted any items that were made in foreign countries. This decision was taken in Madurai. He made grand speeches and stood by what he said. Mahatma Gandhi followed what he preached. Actions are from the heart, words are from the lips. How many of us here says, I love you mom, I love you dad, and then carry on with our work? Love is more than a word. Love is action. Our parents and teachers have a lot of work every day. They have a million responsibilities, commitments. They have their own career to focus. Yet they take care of us, cook us healthy meals, make sure we acquire great knowledge, help us with our studies, behave well and teach us manners. They just don't say this to us. My parents and teachers have sculpted me to the person who I am today. I'm proud about it. It is time for we as kids to get into actions. Let's help our parents and teachers by doing our part of help and support. Well done is better than well said is Benjamin Franklin's quote. Don't just tell me, show me. As our Rajinikanth says, the topmost word of this world is action. My parents and teachers have let's don't just write our life with words. Let's write it with action. What we think and say are important, but what we do is significant. Your thought becomes your words becomes your action becomes your habit becomes your character becomes your destiny. Let's be wise in words and in deeds. Thank you for giving me this special opportunity on this special day.
Thank you, dear. Yes, exactly. No matter how great our words may be, we will be judged by our actions.
14, yes, Yashini. Lot number 14, yes, Yashini.
I want to welcome our dear judges, principals and my dear friends. I'm Yashni at 7th standard standing before you to present a speech on this topic. Action speaks louder than words. The proverb action speaks louder than words, which was introduced by French writer Michael. He said speaking is one thing and acting is another. Humans naturally believe their eyes more than their hearing. In our lifetime, we encounter a lot of word as well as statements of just said so that everyone can hear. The expert words may not always produce effect in the absence of action, and it can be meaningless. If one can understand everything by just word, then what is the necessity to put much effect in showing our sincerity? The reason is one's action can be trusted. Even the evolution technology also proves their proverb. From hearing, from the radio, we switch it to the television, we won't easily forget what we saw through our eyes. I do not deny the fact but the words are during our freedom fighters, Bharatiyar, Netaji, Subhash Chandra Bose and Gandhiji make a great impact. At that time, the words and poems does not carry much weight. Dependent on a drama by the artist so that the even common man can understand. The actions are embedded in our hearts. Gandhiji showed his patient non-violent with skills called power in our history. We humans are great. Humans' words are greatest in our hearts, but the words are useless. Let's take what to make a real word or a one word, proving our sincerity. Thank you for listening my speech.
Wealth does not count, words do not count, but actions count. Thank you for your excellent speech, dear.
Yes, Abhinaya. Lot number 15, yes, Abhinaya.
Respected principal, teachers and all my dear friends, today in this special occasion, I would like to share some words about my topic, actions speak louder than words. Proverbs are told with an intention to make our life disciplined and successful. Our ancestors are renowned for their valuable teachings which are evident through the proverbs given by them. Actions speak louder than words is an ancient proverb which inhibits the great sense of wisdom buried in it. Words are definitely powerful and have the ability to change things. However, it is action which are the satisfying and result-oriented method. When someone gives us an option to choose between words and actions, always choose actions. If you want something to happen, then start working towards it. In planning a strategy is hard, then putting the strategy to work harder than that. Action can guarantee progress, whereas words only make noise. To the action speak louder than words speech, you will be understanding the mighty power of actions over words. As the proverb says, when you stop talking and get into action, you can yield what you want in life. All of us have set a goal for ourselves, be it a short term or long term. A goal is what motivates us to make it another day. The sheer commitment of achieving your goal is evident through your actions. How you act, what you do, what has been done so far are the three things people look at. Self-discipline is very important while working towards your goal. In order to achieve your goal, you need to work hard and perseverance. We can say that work hard and perseverance, both the qualities are attainable only by actions, not by words. Words can put a temporary support, but it is action which get back the words and provide results. We always see in movies and fiction, a character tells something happen within the story ends. It may not happen in real life. If you want to make something, it may happen when you take necessary action to reach it. A prominent example for this proverb are former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's when the remarkable SLV-3 failed in his first attempt. Kalam was criticized throughout the country. His failure must have pushed him to justify his mistake over words, but he remained to stay quiet and let his actions spoke. After a year, when the satellite vehicle system successfully reached its orbits, Kalam's failure was no longer spoken. His actions spoke louder than words and quoted him beautifully with success. Time and time again, history has proven and still proven that actions speak louder than words. This is a proverb that needs to be followed by everyone who decides to be successful. Work hard in silence, let your success make noise. Remember, work hard is only possible when you get into action. Actions speak louder than words is an indeed valuable lesson for life. Thank you.
Good effort, dear. Actions speak louder than words. Let your words speak and your actions speak. Thank you for your fabulous speech, dear.
Lot number K. Dikshita. Lot 16 K. Dikshita.
A very cheerful afternoon to the principal, sir, all teachers and my dear friends. A fresh day brings a fresh start and new hope. Today I am going to speak some words on the topic, action speaks louder than words. The proverb, action speaks louder than words, was introduced in 1500s by the French writer Michel de Montaigne, who said speaking is one thing, action is another. The proverb, action speaks louder than words, means Putting one's thoughts, plans and agenda in action is more significant than just speaking about it. Your action will be acknowledged by others, but not what you said. What you say, people will forget about it in some time, but your actions will materialize your words as the proof of your sincerity. Sometimes this proverb is also used as a warning for those who speak something else but act differently. In simplest of terms, this proverb means that no matter what you speak, your actions and doings will create a far greater impact. Less talking and more action are some common strategies used by great personality to save time. Your voice saying goes an empty vessel make most noise. Therefore, a person with vacant mind to talk continuously and offer useless explanation for their failure. Therefore, remember that positive commands should be paired with good deeds, since nice words are alone insufficient. Buddhists believe the way to get respect is to perform good action. Actions are huge achievement when committing to goals. Many people make great claims when it comes to goals. However, those claims or words will be without value if not backed by action. Similarly, people make grand New Year resolutions for their careers, but those resolutions will certainly be nonsense talk if the person makes no efforts to pursue their goals. Actions are essential when it comes to parenting. Kids quickly learn words that are bunch of false promises if no action takes place. If no action takes place, furthermore, many parents warn their kids of the punishments, in this case of certain wrongdoings. But some of those parents refuse to punish their kids after they do wrong things. Due to this, kids don't value the warnings and threats of their parents seriously. So, a strong personality makes their life smooth and better livable, and for that act smartly and speak less. This is true for every phase of your life. A successful team leader, a successful profession, a successful parent, or even a student needs the right action and efforts, not big talks. Thank you.
All bowling actions.
Dot number 17, S.R. Chitrashri.
Respected principal, teachers and all my friends, wonderful afternoon all. First of all, my name is S.R. Chitrashri from 7th A4. Today on this special occasion, I would like to share some words about my topic. My topic is action speaks louder than words. An age-old proverb, a deep hidden meaning. Many people have the habit of talking with too much pride about something that they can or have done. They like to boast about what great they are going to achieve in the future. There are people who have the habit of making plans that they can never come true. They continuously show self-importance, pride and arrogance that they can achieve a great milestone without actually achieving anything. When does action speak louder than words? First of all, actions carries much more weight than words when building trust. Furthermore, trust is very important in every type of relationship. Without trust, no relationship can survive. Moreover, it's easy to try to build by speaking some words. However, those building trust through actions is not so easy. Merely speaking words will never create a long-lasting healthy relationship. What really matters in building solid relationship are the actions. Actions are huge requirement when committing to goals. Many people make great claims when it comes to goals. However, those claims or words will be without any value if not backed by actions. Similarly, people make grand New Year resolutions for their careers, but these resolutions will be nonsense talk if the persons make no effort to pursue his goals. Actions are essential. When it comes to parenting, kids quickly learn that words are a bunch of false promises if not actions takes place. Many parents warn their kids by punishments in case of certain wrongdoings, but these
But some of those parents refuse to punish kids after they do wrongdoings. Due to these kids, the warnings and threats of their parents. Similarly, many parents make a promises to a gift, but later on let go of an idea. In this case, two kids will not hear the words of parents seriously. Actions are certainly promote importance when it comes to leadership. The orders and instructions from a leader will not matter much if the leader is actionless. In an organization, an employee often see a lazy boss doing nothing. This creates tremendous demotivation among them. Hence, the leader must take suitable actions to show everyone that he means what he says. Mahatma Gandhi is probably the most noteworthy example here. This man built a huge contribution to show every contribution in Indian independence through his actions. His actions like non-violence, non-contribution, civil disaffiliation and supporting absurd people made a huge impact. He was not one of those who only made a grand speech. Rather, he was a man. He stood by what he said. In conclusion, the proverb, action speaks louder than words is a valuable life lesson. Furthermore, when an individual uses to words, it is much easier to lie. However, an action strongly collides with what one wants and believes, and what stood by, action certainly speaks the truth. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
And I forget. All of us through your lot number 80.
Good evening, one and all gathered. My name is Katika. I'm studying grade 7. Today, I'm going to speak about Jammu India. First of all, ask yourself how you can contribute to your country. Yes, India, my country, unique is unique in the world. Its beauty is mesmerizing like all my dream world. One of your oldest cultures, a blend of colors. We hardly feel Aditi Devubhava, respect for all religion, hearts are loving and kind. Yeah, unity is your diversity. It's very difficult to find lakes, rivers, mountains, a boon of nature. So pretty and gorgeous, my eyes keep staring. I feel a rich culture when I read Indian mystery. Those are people and it is berries. Golden blood flying is a high vivid dream of my mind. I pleasant with my hard work. I will make my country shine. I love motherland. Let me clean and green in every side. An impression to the world. My country, my pride. Out of my all countries throughout the world, I consider myself lucky enough to born in this wonderful multicultural country, India. India is also the world's biggest secular republic, which government stands to integrate with so many different ethnicities. And India is also famous for variety of food to spices too. There are 28 states and 9 union territories, number of rivers. Being a secular country, there are lot of festivals celebrating throughout the year, like Diwali, Eid, Christmas, and the Guru Parva. A name of a few. The capital of country is Delhi, which is located in the heart of our nation. Nearby Delhi is Agra, which shows incredible Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. India is also the birthplace of somebody prominent figure such as Mahatma Gandhi, who was hated for flag by non-violent throughout the countries. The country has been blessed with distant architecture and mathematics too. Ramanujan and Aryabhatta are recognized throughout the continuation fashion discovered to zero responsibility. And living in this world, I privilege and proud to be a part of the cultural diversity. I love my country. I hope to progress once I grow up. Thank you for all.
Fantastic, dear. I am proud, I am privileged, I am blessed for country India.
A pleasant good afternoon to all. I am Shivani from grade 7. Respected principals, beloved teachers and my dear friends, I am very glad to share my views about action speaks louder than words. This proverb, action speaks louder than words. This is an age-old proverb, like much older proverb. This proverb is also known as valuable, wise and mature in its teaching. Furthermore, the phrase implies that what one does has a stronger impact on people than what one says. It is easy to try to build by speaking some words. However, building trust with action, it's not so easy. Truly speaking words will never create a long-action, healthy relationship. What really matters in solid relationship are the actions. Actions are a huge requirement when committing to goals. Many people each and every year take a resolution, but they won't follow. It will create some imposition on even we started to follow that the people won't believe us. People who show action and speak less are actually the ideal persons who are given a big task and responsibilities. The most important trio of your successful professional life are gain to trust of others, and that can be achieved by your actions, not big words. All your comms will be useless and lost if your action is not up to the standard. The real life example of action speaks louder than words is Mahatma Gandhi. His contribution to Indian independence is huge. Supporting farmers made a huge impact. His actions like non-violence, non-cooperation, civil independence make a huge impact. There are many persons who achieve lot there in life. In cricket, the achievements of Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli are praised by, talked by everyone. Their actions speak more in the ground, but their words. As students, we have to follow this proverb by studying well, scoring good marks, respecting elders. We must show all this in our action, not only mainly in words. Following this proverb, I would show my action and I hope I will get a good result. Thank you for listening my words.
Fantastic, dear. A good orator is pointed and impassioned.
Now we are flourishing the grade 7 oratory event. Now it's a time to show the gifts. We are requesting our judges to present the gifts to the students. We would like to call all the grade 7 students to assemble on the stage. Dear children, again I am repeating, kindly encourage your friends. Keep rocking. Very good. We need this one only. Nice to hear this. We are fortunate to have so enthusiastic and talented students who have brought lawyers to our school. The support and encouragement of parents throughout the entire year are truly remarkable. Be it as sports events, dance, singing competition, quiz, or any important tournament, they stood by like a rock. Our faculty is thankful for the cooperation and trust that you have shown to us. Thank you, judges. Thank you, students. Wait for a minute. Thank you. Thank you, students.
Now it's time to start grade competition. For this oratory competition from grade 8, 96 students have enrolled their names. In first round, 24 students are selected. In second round, 24 students are selected. For the final round, these 24 students are going to perform here.
The topics for grade 8, youth against corruption, and the second topic is karma is boomerang. Lot number 1, R. Jishnuka. Lot number 1, R. Jishnuka.
I welcome you all present here. I am here to present a speech on youth against corruption. Corruption to a country is similar to a virus to a computer system. A virus damages the working mechanism of a computer. As the same, the corruption also damages the whole working mechanism of a country. Well, corruption is a communicable disease whose symptoms can be seen throughout the world. All the corruption is a worldwide phenomenon. It's particularly damaging well-developing countries with fragile economies. The corruption is the misuse of public goods by public officials for private purpose. The corruption is the crime each and everyone should take part in and fight against it. In India, corruption lies at every level in the both private and public sector. Corruption has grown such a level that it has given rise to criminal activities. So now I am going to tell some famous person thought about youth against corruption. APJ Abdul Kalam said, the ignited minds of the youth is the most powerful weapon on the earth. Jennifer Lawrence said, we need to tell our stories to everyone. We need to show that everyone, our teachers, our neighbors, our family members, our community leaders, to all they know, we are all touched by corruption. And the Kurt Cobain taught us the duty of the youth is to challenge corruption. And the last Peter Agin taught us the youth should be conscious because that they can change the corrupt system. Many young people have the desire and capacity to have changed the world and have the potential affect anti-corruption efforts. And is the new generation of entrepreneurs, politicians and civil society actors having an important role to play in eradicating corruption and bringing a new culture of integrity in all levels of society. While the path to India free from corruption is a steep, it is not impossible. There must be a strict anti-corruption laws. Government should lead by itself, not allowing to corrupt. And the great tool to fight against corruption is the right information at every level. Education is the undoubtedly central preventing corruption. It is the time to focus constructively on using the power of youth for the betterment of the nation and framing such policies which aiming at empowering youth. So, I am as a global citizen, I would like to propose in order to combat such problems is to implement heavy penalties, understood laws for anyone who is practicing corruption. So remember only one thing, you and I can change the world. Today of the youth have the responsibility to refuse, to accept and pay a bribe. Thank you for this golden opportunity, and I'm not living from your heart, I'm just living from the stage.
Beautiful words, dear. The fight against corruption has to start within you, as integrity is an inner quality.
Lot number 2, K. Sindhuja. Lot number 2, K. Sindhuja.
A warm and pleasant good morning, good afternoon to all present here. Now I am going to talk about karma is boomerang. Everyone has heard of karma, but most of us think it to be fatally, which is wrong. When you understand the true meaning of karma, it can be used as a powerful instrument throughout your life. Go ahead and find the real meaning of karma. Karma theory has nothing to do with one destiny. If a person has done negative, it does not mean that something negative has happened to him. The real meaning of karma was the first generated by the person action that are held in Hinduism and Buddhism to perpetuate transmigration and its ethical consequence to determine the nature do person next existence. Karma means that physics action source for every action. There must be an equal and opposite reaction. Karma is a energy which in itself is neither good or bad. There are just like a label people choose to attach it. For example, a man himself sows, so he himself reaps. No man inherits the another man. There are three types of karma: prahamba, sanchitra, ahami. Prahamba karma is experienced through present body. Sanchitra is a sum of one past karmas. Agami is a result of current decision and action. Now I am going to share one story about karma. In a remote village lived a farmer who had 5 children and a crippled wife. He had to shoulder all his burdens of his family. The poor farmer borrowed money from many, had to sow the seed and waiting for the rain. The farmer went to the field and the soil looked dry. He looked at the sky with hope, but there was no sign of rain. He closed his eyes and prayed. All his problem raised into eyes. After his opening eyes, tears stormed out. The next day, farmer decided to irrigate the field artificially. He worked day and night, but could only irrigate half of the field. He could satisfied with that. Finally, the crops were ready to be harvested. He harvested, threshed, packed the rice, and stored it in his storeroom, and went to bed and had a peaceful sleep. After many years, misfortune never come alone. He visited the storeroom after some days. He was shocked. Oh my God. His voice shook with fear. What I am going to do now? Rat had damaged the rice sack. The poor farmer didn't know what to do immediately and rushed to the trader. After the incident, the trader took under his supervision and gave the best rice sacks. After some years, the poor farmer became a successful man in life and always thanked to his trader for providing him everything. He had then his good karma gave him the best result. So it true to say that our own karma decides our own destiny. Karma is called boomerang because just like a boomerang is thrown, it will always return back in the hands of the thrower. For every action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction you receive from the world, what you give to the world. Karma has no menu, you get served what you deserve. Karma is a boomerang, never try to skip it. Life is like a boomerang, whatever you throw it, it will always return. Thank you.
Fabulous speech, dear. Karma in action is founded on the golden rule of doing for others what you would like to do for you.
Lot number 4, yes, Nisha. Lot number 4, yes, Nisha.
I begin my speech by saying my warmest greeting to my teachers who have been taken me up to the 8th standard in education, and to the many students who are all my life friends, and to the principal and executive chairmen who have been supporting and guiding us all with love, by saying my warmest welcome to all. And without any delay, I enter into my topic. My topic, youth against corruption. Before that, crime or dishonesty. It refers to an individual or group. Youth against corruption. All despite because things were wrong, but it is comparatively were predominated regardless of meeting all qualifying seat. A candidate must either give an amount of money to the concerned employee or want to arrange some source to get his job. Almost done in all offices. In a civil supplies department, there is an alteration of food staples and fake measurement of products by unempathic employees. They cheat the customer by playing with their welfare, fundamental value of the law that regulates society. Today, politics are only aimed at the criminals and outlaws who end up being criminals. Corruption remains a significant problem to the largest democracy in the world and represents a significant risk to industry. India slipped further down on the ranking of the CIP for 2019. An annual assessment by Transparency International ranked 180 countries and territories worldwide and preserved public sector corruption. Largest source of corruption in India are entitled programs and social scheme enacted by the Indian government. Now, some frequently asked question on corruption. What is corruption? A corruption refers to an illegal activity which benefits the person guilty of the crime. Why is corruption bad? Because corruption violates certain people's rights and privileges. How can we stop corruption? All legislation is very crucial to eliminate corruption, and strict legislation and strict punishment to be effectively and rapidly. Now, courts on corruption.
corruption. John Biden about the corruption. A corruption is a cancer, creativity. Oprah Winfrey about the corruption. A truth will be always be our shield against corruption. Albert Einstein about the corruption. The world will be not destroyed by those who are doing corruption, but those who watch them without doing anything. So let us do our best to keep India free from corruption. So certainly we can see a corruption-free India and you. Thank you.
Excellent, dear. To build a corruption-free India, make a corruption-free society, the only way is transparency.
Lot number 5, Tajuddin. Lot number 5, M. Tajuddin.
Good afternoon everyone presented here. I am going to give you a speech about youth against corruption. Corruption is the main cause of nuisance around the world. By definition, corruption, missing of the power for personal and private gain. Corruption stands for impairment of integrity, ritual or moral principle. By every definition, corruption means the violation of country laws and social and ethnical norms. It is also weakens the roots of a nation, the greatest strength and wealth of any nation in its youth. The future of a nation lies in the hands of its posterity. Benjamin Disraeli said, the youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity. It is only due to corruption as they constitute more than half of the human population, so their power is immense only if they so realize it. The youth of any nation are its potential energy. They are the ones who are pride of a nation. Unless taught in the right way, that very energy can tip over the other side and become destructive and dangerous for the society. Youth is highly affected due to the corruption. They are discouraged due to inequality or immorality in the society, non-availability of opportunities, breakdown of family values, unemployment, poor or inadequate education. So first they become victim or corrupt, eventually become the corrupt. In order to remove all these malpractices and ill deeds from a society, youth should raise voice against corruption. Youth should actively participate in advocating anti-corruption policies, influencing to others to come forward and monitoring the government actions. Youth can use public places to communicate an anti-corruption message and organize competition for cartoons, poems, essays, dramas that in power and lose the country resources with both hands. Youth can combat corruption by taking competition exam and serve the nation as the honest civil servant. Selection of an honest committed leader is one of the difficult tasks. Youth can use website or publish documents where good and bad rights and the background of the political leaders mentioned against checklist of ideal qualities. It is time to focus constructively on using the power of the youth for the betterment of the nation and framing such policies which aim at empowering our youth so that we can be assured better and brighter future. Thank you.
The only reason to give a speech is to change the world. We are sure that your speech will change the world.
Lot number 6, G.S. Panimalar Bharati. Lot number 6, G.S. Panimalar Bharati.
Good afternoon, all gathered here, respected dignitaries and the dais, and my dear participants. Today I am going to share my views on the topic Youth Against Corruption. As a young mind, when I come across the articles and clippings regarding corruption, the first thing that hits my mind is, why is this greed for illegitimate money and power? Yes, I am one of the young minds against corruption. What is corruption? The abuse of interested power for their personal gain is corruption. Not only a single phenomenon, but creates a chain reaction that worsens the society. According to Transparency International report, India ranked 85th place of 190 in the list of corrupted countries. Is this a good sign? Absolutely not. I believe the saying that the corruption is the trustees of prosperity. These points of Benjamin Franklin truly justifies that the youth are the backbone of our country for its development. No country can expect its better future if it is filled with crime and corruption. Corruption has now spread deep into the society and has become very strong due to its many roots. Technology plays a vital role in reduce corruption in a great degree. Direct benefit transfers, it's one of its innovation. Digitalization is an essential key to reduce corruption in upcoming days. Prime thing is we as youth should be aware of the measures and institutions against corruption. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan says, if corruption is a disease,
Transparency is an essential part of its treatment. Indian Ombudsman Lokpal and Lok Ayuktas provide simple, cheap, speedy services to people fight against corruption. How many of us know about Whistleblower Act that enables any person to report corruption with the full misuse of power or discretion or criminal offense? It also protects the whistleblower exposing alleged wrongdoing. We all know that corruption cannot be justified, but it is normalized. Everyone is beating around the bush against corruption, but of no use. Corruption has now spread deep into the society. It destroys and damages the society of a nation and development of a country. Nowadays, corruption is found everywhere and on everything. So, my dear friends, be aware, be informed, be present. Fight the social evil corruption. Thank you for this precious opportunity and thank you one and all.
What a beautiful words to do make. They provide food for the mind and create light for understanding and awareness. You have made an aware about corruption.
Lot number 7, J. Nasima Parvin. Lot number 7, J. Nasima Parvin.
Good afternoon to all present here. A warm welcome to our chief guest, honorable principals, respected teachers, and my dear friends present here. We are here to gather the speech about karma is boomerang. First of all, we have to know about what is karma and what is boomerang. Karma is the belief that whatever you do will come back to you, and boomerang means come back to the person who threw it, either in this life or the next. It is embraced by the followers of Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism and Jainism and all others from the world. For some, this is not only deeds but thoughts and words as well. Many karma examples seen in everyday life. Both good and bad can be seen in everyday life. Good karma means when a person does something good and that person's positive action seems to lead to positive consequences, that can be described as good karma. Good karma examples: sharing extra product from your vegetable garden only to have your garden become even more productive and bountiful. If you show love, respect and remembrance to others, mainly you want to give importance to others. Bad karma means when a person's negatives or unethical behavior seems to lead to negative consequences, that can be described as bad karma. Bad karma examples: being rude to others, and if you want to hurt someone physically, mentally and emotionally, spreading lies and hatred, doing injustice to others. A co-worker steals a cell phone from someone in the office. Later on, the mobile phone stolen from them. Is karma at play? The next time something good or something bad happens to you, take a minute and think about whether it could be karma. While karma is on your mind, it is a great time to consider the relationship between morals, ethics and values. There are 3 different types of karma: Prarabdha, Sanchita and Kriyamana or Agami. Prarabdha karma is experienced through the one's present and is only a part. Sanchita karma is the result of one's past and actions and karmas, and the Kriyamana karma is experienced through the result of current decisions and the action. The karma is having the symbols also, which means classic and popularized symbol of yin and yang that shows all about karma. The symbol of yin and yang shows the interaction of phenomena and interplay the opposites, which creates our world. The key message is that as you reap, as you sow. This is a graphic symbol of the Chinese origin and is the show bad and good things. And the principle of yin and yang is the already inseparable and contradictory opposites. For example, female, male, dark, light, moon, sun, water, fire, etc. Some good karma quotes about in be good. And when a bird is alive, it eats the ant. When a bird is dead, ant eat the birds. Time and circumstance can change at every time. So time is more powerful than you. So don't devalue or hurt anyone in life. One tree makes millions of matchsticks, but only one matchstick needed to burn millions of trees. By Buddha. If an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. broken by an inside force, life begins. So great things always begins from inside. In our life, we have been used always branded items. We want to follow this branded steps also. For lips, truth. For voice, prayer. For eyes, sympathy. For hand, charity. For heart, love and respect. For face, smile. By Abdul Kalam. So do good and be good. Before that, you have did something wrong. Leave that, and hereafter, think good thoughts, say nice thing, and do good for others. Everything comes back. Thank you for giving me the golden opportunity, and once again, thank you for all.
Karma is like a boomerang. Good or bad, what you put out into the universe will also be served to you.
Lot number 8, G. Jeremy. Lot number 8, G. Jeremy.
A glad welcome to all present here. I'm here to present a speech on Karma is a boomerang. I believe that life is a boomerang because what you give is what you get. That is my approach in life. Like a boomerang, designed to rotate and spin back in its point of again. Karma is derived from Sanskrit. It is a belief that whatever you do will come back to you, either in this life or next. It is embraced by followers of Buddhism, Hinduism, and others around the world. For some, it is not only deeds, but thoughts and words as well. Many karma examples, both good and bad, can be seen in everyday life. For every action, there is an equivalent and opposite reaction, said by Sir Isaac Newton. This tells us that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If you do harm to somebody, then karma will stay on your head, wait for the correct time. At that time, it will give equal batting to you. Same way, if you do good to others, then karma will stand on your head, wait for the correct time. At that time, it will give more than equal good to you, said by Swami Vivekananda. Karma is a boomerang. Today you smile at someone's sadness, one day you will watch someone else smiling at your sadness. There is no escape to anything in this world. The idea of karma first appears in the oldest Hindu text, the Rig Veda, before 1500 BCE, with a limited meaning of ritual action, which it continues to hold in the yearly ritual dominant scriptures until its philosophical scope is extended in the late Japanese shade 800 to 300 BCE. The term gains a more philosophical weight when the consequence of actions are attached to it. Thus, karma gains a moral and ethical dimension. In Hinduism, the karma is divided into three types: prarabdha, sanchita, akami. Prarabdha karma is experienced through the present body and is only a part of sanchita karma, is a sum of one's past karmas, where akami karma is a result of one's current decision and action. Karma doesn't hand out any rewards or punishment. It is an energetic exchange that is created, powered, and contained by yourself. So the next time you feel good about yourself, speak kindly, observe the moment of self-judgment, give yourself another chance. That's a karmic boost. If you feel bad about yourself or something you have done recently or in the past, use the mantra. Next time I will do better. This is not good versus bad. It is a constant work in progress in our journey through this life. That's karma. If you focus on harm, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. A time to come in your life when some people regret why they treated you wrong. Trust me, it will definitely come, say karma. If you feel like you are losing everything, remember that trees lose their leaves every year and still they stand tall and wait for the better days to come. Do good things and good things will come to your way. Do good things and good things will come to your way. When a bird is alive, it eats ants. When a bird is dead, ants eat a bird. Time and circumstance can change at any time. Don't devour you or hurt anyone in life. You may be powerful today, but remember, time is more powerful than you. One tree makes a million of matchstick, but only one matchstick is needed to burn a million trees. One tree makes a millions of matchstick, but only one matchstick is needed to burn a million trees. So be good and do good. Thank you.
Karma
S. Bhuvaneshwar. Lot number 9, S. Bhuvaneshwar.
Good afternoon, everyone. A warm, full welcome to all the respected teachers, my dear friends. My topic is Karma is a boomerang. Life is purely boomerang. What do you give, you get. Karma is also known as if you help the people what they want, then you receive everything you need in your life. Karma is a good deeds. They give you a double advantage. We make a positive impact on others. We feel great at the same time. My grandma taught what goes around is come around. I realizing a buy good and do good. She tried to teaching me karma theory when I was very young. If I started to realizing more and more, my action plus causes and effort. What goes around is some around. Came same or same for mother. That is karma. Karma is a law of conservation and the fundamental of the Buddhism. According to the Buddhism, it is a result of our own past action and our own present doing. Karma is the three way of effort. The immediate effective karma they spend in our daily life. The next weakest is the seventh row movement. It is the makeup in the subsequent breath. This karma is known as the subsequent effective karma. The next is the intermediate thought. It's the play, the anytime, the unity and attraction. This karma is known as the intermediate effective karma. This karma at the play, next time something good or something bad happen to you. Take a minute and think about the Shuddhi causes of karma. Various examples of karma nowadays TV and television. The shows the karma is a boomerang. The media and the social responsibilities of karma. The best example TV shows the Star Wars episodes is the returns of the Jodi. The main characters are include a Nevak, the chosen the weather, the fight or surrender. They one became the Nevak, they one became powerful than Ali. The another biggest example is nowadays whale are cutting the tree for benefits of home. So oxygen levels it's down, the global warming, the earthquake were happening all over in world. Our causes is troubling, we blame God for the problem. This is the best examples of how Bilal is stupid. The few words about the Bhagavad Gita, a karma yogi, the acts of a body is the unity and a sense the only for our self-purification. Do your work with the always others in man. Karma is like a boomerang. Whatever you gave out, it will return to you. No need for revenge. Sit and back, wait. Those who hate you, they eventually scare up themselves. When you are lucky, a God will watch you. I concluded of the speech. Thank you for your opportunity and thank you for listening.
Fantastic, dear. Karma will get back at you. Sooner or later, it surely will. If you want good things, do good deeds.
Okay. Lot number 10, K. Sarvesh. Lot number 10, K. Sarvesh.
Wonderful afternoon to our honorable principal sir, AO sir, teachers and my dear friends. Today I am going to address one of the significant social issue, that is youth against corruption. Corruption can be defined as dishonest or fraudulent conduct by people in power or those who have a prominent position. It typically involves bribery, nepotism, extortion, patronage, cronyism, etc. or some of the other forms of corruption. Corruption is like a disease to the economy of the country. Not only does it hold the economy from reaching new heights, but also prevents the country's development. Corruption affects the overall process of nation and general well-being of its person. Corruption is the biggest challenge faced by many countries all over the world. It has spread its roots so deep in the society that it has become difficult to get rid of it. It is becoming bigger day by day because of people increasing wants in the life. Nowadays, it is seen that people pay lakh of rupees to hire officials to get a government job. Because of this, deserving candidates remains jobless. Corruption can be seen during election also. Many candidates distribute cash money to common people for votes. Some people of weaker sections or sometimes threaten to give vote to a particular candidate, or at times they are even prevented from going to the polling booth. Most common form of corruption is bribery. People give money, gifts or personal favors to get a particular task done. Nowadays, people are seen asking for bribe for every other small work to be done. Corruption remains a significant problem in the largest democracy in the world and represents a significant risk to the industries. India slipped further down the ranking of the Corruption Perception Index for 2019. An annual assessment by Transparency International that ranks 180 countries and territories worldwide on perceived public sector corruption. The largest sources of corruption in India are entitlement program and social spending schemes enacted by the Indian government. In order to stop corruption, we all need to work together in this direction. We must not give bribe to anyone and report the matter to concerned authorities if someone demands bribe from us. We must also not take bribe even if someone is giving it to us. Government should enforce tough laws to stop corruption. We should also not take bribe even if someone is giving it to us. Government should enforce tough laws to stop corruption. Strict punishment should be given to the individual found doing corruption. By applying CCTV cameras in government offices and private workplaces too can slow down the corruption to a big extent. There are many diseases in the world, but corruption is a very dangerous disease. We can stop any types of disease with the help of medicine, but to stop corruption, we should change our thought. We should elect good leaders and good government. Indeed, corruption-free India is a possibility if we want to clean up the system by starting at our level. Let us do our best to keep India free of corruption, and one day we will certainly see a corruption-free India which we all dream of. Thank you.
Wonderful. Is the mirrors of soul as a man. Speak, so is he. If an individual is changed, soon the world will also change.
Lot number 11, P. Sashmita. Lot number 11, P. Sashmita.
Tremendous afternoon all, I'm P. Shashwita from 883. Karma is boomerang. With this great saying, once again I wish a wonderful morning to my honorable judges, respected teachers and my beloved friends. Today I am going to motivate you with my short speech on Karma is boomerang. So without any delay, we shall enter into our topic, Karma is boomerang. Have you ever wondered about what is karma and how a karma really works? Karma means action. It is as simple as a boomerang. A boomerang is a piece of food. For example, a L-shaped piece of food that we throw out will come back to us. But karma is as simple as that. For example, here are some facts about the karma. In Buddhism, karma referred as the relationship between person's mental or physical action and the consequence that following that action. And in Hinduism, karma referred as the principle of cause and effect and the result of an action which can be mental or physical, and it is not only determined by the act but also by the intention. Shall I explain this from a story? Yes. Prince Bhadra was a powerful warrior and the crown prince. He was known for his valor and bravery. One day he decided to go on hunting nearby forest and he started his chariot. On his way he saw a monitor lizard which is basking in the sunlight, and he didn't want to kill that animal. So he stopped his chariot and told to that lizard to move away from his way. But the lizard told to the prince to move on the another way. He got anger and he picked up the lizard and threw aside, and he started his chariot and went away. Once he heard the lizard's cry, he came back to the spot and see that the lizard was wrinkled with pain because it was torn on the bushes full of thorns which pierced its body. But after 20 years, during a war in a battlefield, King Bhadra was laying on the battlefield with his chest, arms, legs full of arrows like the lizard. So, from the story we can understand that karma is boomerang. So, no creature is lowly or royally is mighty in this world. We have to show kind and love to all living beings and make this world as a better place to live in. Nothing happens by chance and by the fate. We can only create our own fate by our actions. Now the proverb we remember is, actions speak louder than words. We have to live a good and honorable life. When we are older, we can look back and enjoy it as a second time. We have to spread our kindness to all the living beings and make this world as a better place to live in. Thank you for giving this valuable time and listening on my speech. Thank you.
Karma is like a boomerang. We give it without a reason, but it hits us back with a reason.
Lot number 13, P. Lakshana. Lot number 13, P. Lakshana.
Fabulous afternoon all. My name is P. Lakshna. I am studying 8th A3 and my topic is karma is a boomerang. The real meaning of karma is the relationship between a person's or mental action and the consequence following that action. The boomerang means coming back, returning or backfiring. Why karma is the boomerang? The relationship between a person's mental or physical action and the consequence following that action. The consequence which you put out in this world will one day come back to you. We can clearly see it in a real example. When karma is an action with Air India, J.R.D. Tata started Tata Airlines in 1938, which flew its airmail between Karachi and Mumbai. In 1946, the airline was renamed Air India. In 1953, the Indian government was nationalized all private airlines, including Air India. In October 2021, history repeats. Air India, India's flagship airline, returned to its parent company Tata Group from the Indian government after 65 years. Let me see the story about karma. Once a king ordered his 3 ministers to take a bag with full of fruits in the forest. The first minister think that we must collect good fruits from the forest in the bag. The second minister thought that the king was so very busy person, he does not check thoroughly and he fills up with the rotten fruits and some good fruits. The third minister thought that the king would see the external how the bag is big and he fills up with the dust and dry leaves. All the 3 ministers came back into the king's home and the king, without even seeing the bags, the king said that 3 ministers separately stay in the jail for 3 months. The first minister staying in the jail from eating good fruits from the jail. The second minister eaten from good fruits and they developed the disease by eating rotten fruits. The third minister does not have anything to eat. From the story we understand that the undergo of the consequence of our own activities. Good or bad, what you put out comes back to you. The universe looks after people who help others. Always focus on giving others, not thinking about returns. Good deeds give us a double advantage. Some good deeds are we make a positive impact on others and we feel great at the same time. Daily look out for opportunities to add value for others. We make a positive impact on others and we feel great at the same time. Daily. Remember, it is not what you have, it is what are you going to do with what you have. Being a karma yogi from today. Today is the first day of our rest of your life. A few words of wisdom from the Sri Bhagavad Gita. A karma yogi acts by body, mind, intellect, senses without attachment, only for self-purification. Do your work with the welfare of others, always in mind. A few quotes about karma is a boomerang. Life truly is a boomerang. What you give, you get. If you receive people and give what they want, then you receive everything which you need in our life. One thing, never forget it. Karma is a boomerang. Never try to skip it. Thank you for this golden opportunities and thank you for hearing my speech.
We try to live with an idea that karma is a very real thing. So we put what we want to get back.
Lot number 15 or bin C. Lot number 15 or bin C.
I welcome you all present here. I am Bensi from 8th A3. I am here to present a speech on corruption. Corruption has become the order of the day. It has spread its tentacles in all the walk of life. It seems corruption has spared no one. Everyone is in the grip of corruption. It is a ruining power society and the country as well. There is an urgent need to check this rampant corruption. Otherwise, we will land ourselves. Now here, youth can play an important role in the combating the corruption and to make an anti-corruption youth brigade to keep a wiggle over the officers. Youth must make the people understood that they should not resort corrupt practices to get their work done. Youngsters must discourage people not to offer or receive bribes. If no one gives any money, the work will be done automatically. Youth must make the general public aware of various anti-corruption laws and right to information. so that they are handled most opportune time. Children are the future of a country. A lot depend on their strong shoulders. Corruption is a bountiful in the world, but humans with a deep passion to find it we can overcome the spreading of knowledge to the people by advocating marches and starting their clubs on how to make a future peoples into great leaders using social medias and advertised corruption and invite the people to give their opinions and how they think corruption should be fought. I believe that all of the things I can do it. Thank you for the grateful opportunity.
Let's erase corruption from every dictionary so that we can proudly say India is a corruption-free country.
Lot number 16, P. Sariha Angelina. Lot number 16, P. Sariha Angelina.
Hi everyone, a warm welcome to everyone present here. Thank you for gathering here. Now I am going to talk about youth against corruption. There is an epidemic of corruption in our society today. It is a problem in every aspect of our lives. There seems to be no one who has escaped corruption. This corrupt behavior undermines power and society as a whole. This increasing corruption needs to be checked immediately or we will be left in a bind. Combating corruption requires the involvement of youth. A youth brigade could be keep an eye on the officers and organize awareness campaigns concerning crime. Using their voice, youth can convince people to not to resort to corruption to achieve their goals. People should be discouraged from offering or accepting bribes from young people and work will be get done by itself. There is finally a new wave of activities challenging outdated methods of fighting corruption. In a global economy, politics remains one of the most significant obstacles. However, a new generation needs to be fight back against it. Every level of government is destroying by this crime. Because of this, poverty increases and the country is unable to develop. Against corruption, there is Against corruption, youth play an essential role as the nation's hope. Media coverage of youth activities is combating from our brigade could be keep an eye on the officers and organize awareness corruption. Throughout people's daily lives, it has been The nation is built as the coverage of youth against corruption. On the other hand, of young people will shape the country's future. Furthermore, youth can play the essential role of the nation's hope. Thank you for giving us such a wonderful opportunity and thank you so much.
Good effort. Corruption and hypocrisy ought not inevitable products of democracy as they undoubtedly are today.
Lot number 17, Pritika Shri. Lot number 17, V. Pritika Shri.
My humble greetings to all gathered here to hear my oration. Honorable Chief Guest, respected Principal Sir, inspiring teachers and my dear friends, fantastic afternoon. This is Pritika Shri from grade 8 and I am standing before you to give a speech regarding youth against corruption. India, along with many countries across the globe, is suffering from corruption. The greatest strength and wealth of any nation is its youth. India is having largest youth population. Youth can be effective counter to corruption. Corruption is like cancer which starts at one part and spreads to every part if it is not treated or cured at an early stage, said by Joe Biden. Many times corruption happens due to ignorance of things. Social media and internet should be used to spread awareness. Digitalization will also help in reducing the corruption. Once, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has rightly said, if a country is to be corruption-free, I strongly feel there are three keys who can make difference. They are father, mother and teacher. But according to me, the fourth and most important key who can eradicate corruption is youth of the country. Youth can combat corruption by taking competitive exams and serve the nation as an honest civil servant. Corruption becomes a major roadblock for the rule of law and democracy. Youth should spread awareness. In our day-to-day life, we almost come across corrupt people in business, organization, politics and more on. Attitude and integrity must be taught from young age for the fight against corruption. Benjamin Franklin said, the youth are the trustees of posterity. Youth can play an important role in eradicating corruption. A nation is built on the strength of its youth. Corruption becomes a more severe social and political problems in recent years. If a youth starts a revolution against corruption, then definitely India will be corruptless country. Corruption can be of different types which spreads in every field like education, sports, politics and more on. Political parties are also seen in practicing corruption in order to gain an influence. The duty of a youth is to challenge corruption. Said by Kurt Cobain, corruption is one of the biggest problem of India. Using their voice, youth can convince people not to resort to corruption. The cost of corruption on society and economy is high and responsible. To against corruption, a youth plays an essential role as a nation's hope. Youth should be spiritually conscious and morally sound. Youth can use public places to communicate an anti-corruption message and organize competitions for poems, essays, drama that communicate an anti-corruption information towards all the citizens. There is an epidemic of corruption in our society. There seems to be no one who has escaped from corruption. Everyone is affected. Youth should raise voice against corruption. Corruption results in degradation and exploitation of precious natural resources. Effective law and transparency is one of the key to halt this practice. Nowadays, corruption is found everywhere and on everything. We need to find the root of this corruption. So let us join our hands and make our country corruptless. I hope that from now on, every youth will strictly oppose and prevent corrupt practices. Be honest and say no to corruption, because people corrupt power and power corrupt people. So destroy corruption before it destroys us. Thank you for giving me a wonderful opportunity to share my views on this topic, and thank you all.
Our corruption-free India is the collective dream of all citizens in India.
Lot number 18, R. Akshaya. Lot number 18, R. Akshaya.
Good afternoon everyone, and I am standing in front of you to speak about the topic, namely karma as a boomerang. Yes, what is karma? Does anyone knows? It is a consequence of your actions. What you put out into the world will one day come back to you. Karma is described as undeserved reward or punishment in the next life or rebirth. It is also described as one's worldview too. Then what is the duty of karma and why karma is here? For this question, karma answers, you will never understand what you done to others till you're in their situation. For making it happen, I am here, not me. Karma is here. About karma is clear. Then, what do you mean by boomerang? Yes, a boomerang is a tool. If you throw it in one side, it will come back to you in opposite side. From now, you can understand why they combine karma and the boomerang. Then, to prove that karma will boomerang you, doesn't matter you learn or unlearn them, I had a story to tell you. Let me narrate the story. Once upon a time, when you're 3 years old, you're to birthday, so your parents took you to the park that you love to play the most. You're playing joyfully in the park. Suddenly, you saw a tree, and under the tree, some ants are going straightly. You got curious, and you just want to play with them. While playing your ants by tapping them gently and seeing their reaction, unfortunately, you pressed an ant a bit harder, so the ant dies. After realizing that you killed one of their members from their group, other ants have started biting you. You ran to your parents, and your parents took you to the home. After some years, and now you're in 5th standard. One day, your class teacher orders you to write a big essay and submit it to her tomorrow. After coming home, you spend 3 more hours to finish the essay. At the next day, you're too excited to see your class teacher and submit the essay to her. After your class teacher arrives, she's asking for you the essay that she ordered to finish. You're searching it on your bag, but you can't find it. You got afraid and searching it everywhere. Your teacher noticed your emotion and thought you didn't finish the essay and acting like you lost. And she started beating you. You're crying with pain. After that event, at the end of the day, you're discussing it with your mother. Your mother heard all your words and replied calmly, "My dear child, this is what karma does to you." You got shocked and asking your mom, "Mom, who is karma? Why he or she does this to me?" Your mom laughed and said, "No, my dear child, karma is not a person, it is a God." And she told you the event that happened at your 3 years of age. After that, she also added a point. My lovely, always remember, karma doesn't care about who are you, where are you from, and etc., etc., etc. And from here, we'll understand that karma will boomerang us. Doesn't matter if we learn or unlearn them. Once again, thanking you for giving me this greatest opportunity. And at last, I'm telling you, always remember that karma is a boomerang.
Excellent words and sound. Karma has no menu. You do what you deserve.
Lot number 20, K. Haritavarshini. Lot number 20, K. Haritavarshini.
A warm welcome to each and everyone present here. I am K. Haritavarshini from grade 8. Today we have come together to talk about youth against corruption. Corruption is the main cause of nuisance around the world. By definition, corruption is missing of the power for personal and private gain. Corruption stands for impairment of integrity, breach or moral principle. By every definition, corruption means the violation of country laws, social and ethical norms. It also weakens the roots of a nation. The greatest strength and wealth of any nation is its youth. The future of a nation lies in the hands of its posterity. Benjamin Franklin said, "The youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity." It is only due to courage, determination, and spirit of youth of a nation prosperous and progress. Youth can play an important role in eradicating corruption, as they constitute more than half of the human population, so their power is immense only if they realize it. Youth can combat corruption by taking competition exams and serve the nation as a honest civil servant. Unless tapped in the right way, this very energy of the youth can tip over the other side and become destructive, dangerous to the society. Youth is highly affected due to corruption. They are discouraged due to inequality, immorality in the society. breakdown of family values, unemployment, poor or inadequate to education. So first they become victim of corruption and eventually become victim of corruption and eventually become the culprit. In order to release all these malpractice and ill deeds from the society, youth should raise voice against corruption. Youth can use public place to communicate an anti-corruption policy, influencing others to come forward and monitoring government actions. Youth can use public place to communicate an anti-corruption message and organize competition for drama, poem, cartoons, and demonstration to school clubs, anti-corruption organization, human rights organization, women's organization. It is time to focus constructively to using the power of the youth for the betterment of the nation and framing such policies which aim at empowering our youth, so that we can be assured a better and brighter future. The biggest obstacle in nation development is political instability. So-called leaders and opportunities joined hands with the civil military, bury accuracy to retain power and loot the country resource with both hands. Youth can start a website and publish document where good and bad traits and background of every political leaders should be mentioned against the checklists of ideal qualities. Thank you for a great opportunity. Thank you.
Dear, corruption is nature's way of restoring our faith in democracy. Let us join our hands together and raise voice against corruption.
Lot number 21, K. Sakti Sridevi. Lot number 21, K. Sakti Sridevi.
Mouth can lie, but eyes cannot. People may forget, but karma will not. Good afternoon, everyone. Respected principal, lovable teachers, and my dear friends. Now I am going to talk about an important and essential topic. Karma is boomerang. What is karma? I think what it refers to is that consequences of our actions, what we put out into the world, will one day come back to us. Some believe in the concept of karma 100%, while others say it's a false idea. What we must understand about our life is what we become, how others treat us, our relationship with our family and friends, and the level of respect we get in the world in all other phases is the total culmination of what we do to shape our image, who we are. We all know when we flip a boomerang, according to the force we use, it will travel through the atmosphere and then flip its direction and make its way back to us. What we must realize is every word we speak, every actions we take will travel from person to person to the same atmosphere and eventually make its way back to us. Acting in a bad manner may mean to hurt someone by words or by action, include things done knowingly or unknowingly. Newton's third law of motion tells us about that every action has an equal or an opposite reaction. Every day we send out, usually without a conscious thought of what will come back to us. If you live your life by walking in truth, spreading love and compassion, then those things will return back to you. Simply a multiple blessing. But you have sent out your darker side of yourself, hurting someone physically or emotionally, then certainly it does come back to you with a punch hard enough. That return of energy, that boomerang, comes with a greater force and definitely affects the place where you are standing. Even if something we do seems inconsequential, it is important that it gets done, as everything in the universe is connected. Each step leads to the next step, and so forth and so on. Past, present, future, they are all connected. History repeats itself until we learn the lesson that we need to change our path. If someone does something wrong to you, you don't need to worry. You keep doing your part of good. The wrong, injustice, or any negative force we send out will return back to the sender. True joy follows doing what we are supposed to be doing and waiting for the reward come on its own. Rewards lasting, required value, patient and persistent toil. You keep doing a positive side and it one day will return back to you in a fruitful way. Karma is a boomerang. Today you laugh at someone's sadness, you will see someone else is laughing at your sadness. There is no escape in anything in this world. Karma says if you feel like losing everything, then remember, trees lose their leaves every year and still they stand tall and strong and wait for better days to come. In the light of this information, karma does come back to you whether it is a good or bad. We must understand about our life. Spend time for yourself. We should always maintain good manners to others. Either they are a good person or a bad person. Don't hurt anyone by any chance. If you hurt someone, think of you in that place, how it hurts. Past, present, future, they are all connected. If you did something wrong in the past, it will have its consequences in the future. Don't lose hope in any situation. Spread happiness everywhere and it will return back to you with a multiple blessing. Thank you for this golden opportunity to share my thoughts in this topic. Thank you once again, and remember, everything is connected to everything else.
Wonderful actions. If you focus on hurt, you will continue to grow. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. Let us grow together by doing good deeds.
Lot number 22, Emma Sanjana. Lot number 22, Emma Sanjana.
Hi and hello everyone. A very good afternoon to the excellences, distinguished guests, teacher and my dear friends. Today I want to share my thought on this stage about karma is boomerang. This karmic energy will be conditioned in our thoughts and that is how we react in our daily life. The awareness and the understanding of the meaning of karma gives us the ability to choose which seed we water and which we don't. Without understanding, we do not have to set a thought process to use karma as a force or energy for our personal and spiritual development. You need to first understand the actual meaning of karma, identify your karmic force, then you can work on energy it holds you back. Thus can we let go of them and can take control of our life for goods. Life always teaches you and makes you experience whatever is helpful for the evaluation of your consequences. Our actions and thoughts are creating energy around us all the time. You have negative energy accumulating in your mind. But if you react with peace and calmness in all the time, you are acquiring a positive mind soul. My grandmother told me, what goes around comes around. Hence be good and do good. She is trying to teach me a karma theory when I was a young lad. But when I started realizing it more and more, I had calculated it with my actions plus cause and effect. What goes around comes around in the same or some other form, that is karma. The universe looks after people who help others. Always focus on giving others, not thinking about returns. What values can I add to my family, friends, colleagues, my team? My purpose is to awaken the possibilities in other people. Your people and emotional skills play a major role in your success than your technical skills. Remember, it is not what you have, it is what are you going to do with what you have. Be a karma yogi from today. Today is the first of the rest of your life. A few quotes of wisdom from Sir Bhagavad Gita. A karma yogi acts by body, mind, intellect and senses without attachments, only self-purification. Do you work with welfare of others? Always in mind. A few quotes to ponder. I helped a man to climb a mountain, found that I had to reach the top. Life is truly a boomerang. What you give, you get. Firstly, there are no punishments. Only lessons to be learned from the soul to grow spiritually. It is the universal way of balancing karma. If the lessons are not learned in the current lifetime, it will pass on to the next lifetime. Karma is a concept of Hinduism. Karma is a justice. It does not reward or punish. It's not show favoritism because you have to earn all that we receive. Since karma is elusive, it is something you will never have the capacity to demonstrate or refute it. In addition to the different types of karma, there are also 12 laws of karma
The 12 laws of karma are originated from Hindu and Buddhist. In belief system, basically says in these 12 laws of karma or in these schools of thoughts are tool for interpreting energy, how it works on our universe. Karma translates the word action. In my understanding, the karma helps us to understand our action and cause affect ourselves. We all hear the terms, what goes around comes around. We have probably attended it once or twice. When on receiving any
Karma is a real life boomerang of our own deeds. So keep doing the good deeds in your life.
Lot number 23, K.M. Roshini. Lot number 23, K.M. Roshini.
Good afternoon to all. I am K.M. Roshni from grade 8. Today I am going to speak about youth against corruption. Corruption is the main cause of nuisance around the world. By definition, corruption is missing of the power for personal and private gain. Corruption stands for impairment of integrity, virtue or moral principle. By every definition, corruption means the violation of country laws, social and ethical norms. It also weakens the roots of the nation. The greatest strength and wealth of a nation is its youth. The future of the nation lies in the hands of its posterity. It is only due to courage, determination, and the spirit of youth that a nation prospers and progresses. Youth can play an important role in eradicating corruption as they constitute more than half of the human population. So, their power is immense only if they realize it. The youth of a nation is its potential energy. They are the ones who are the pride of the nation. Youth is highly affected due to corruption. They are discouraged due to inequality and immorality in the society, non-availability of opportunities, breakdown of family values, unemployment, poor or inadequate education. So first, they become victims of corruption and eventually become the corrupt. In order to remove all these small practices, youth from and ill deeds from the society, youth should raise voice against corruption. Youth should actively participate in advocating anti-corruption policies, influencing others to come forward and monitoring government actions. Youth can use public places to communicate an anti-corruption message and organize competitions for cartoon, poem, essay and drama that communicate an anti-corruption message, that also making demonstrations to school clubs, anti-corruption organizations, human rights organizations and women's organizations. The biggest obstacle in the nation development is potential instability. So-called leaders and opportunities joined hands with civil military bureaucracy to retain power and loot the nation resources with both hands. Youth can combat corruption by taking competition exams and serve the nation as the honest civil servant. Youth can start website or public documents where the good and bad traits and background of every political leader should be mentioned against checklist of ideal qualities. It is the time to focus constructively on using the power of the youth and forming such policies which aim at empowering the youth's power, so that we can be assured for the better and brighter future. Peter Agent said people should be conscious that they can change the corrupt system. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Corruption is of snow. Once it's set, it
will increase. So let's fight against corruption for a better India. Good efforts, Ria.
Lot number 24, A. Dhanushya Mary. Lot number 24, A. Dhanushya Mary.
Hello to all the esteemed members of the audience. Today I will share with you some of my view on prevailing practice of corruption, and my topic is youth against corruption. Ignoring corruption is like ignoring poison in your life. As much used and prevalent term, many of us must have often wondered as to how we define corruption. Many often corruption seems to disproportionately favor the outcome of an event which could not have the case otherwise. The various form of media have often portrayed the term corruption in relation to powerful people, organization, political parties, and even justice system. Corruption is what allows some people to escape from the clutches of law and order. Some of the common form of corruptions that we often witness including bribery, money laundering, peddling, extortion, pantry, embezzlement, electoral fraud, etc. within an organization. Corruption is the main causes of nuisance around the world. By definitions, corruption is a missing of the power or for a personal and a private gain. Corruption stands for impairment of integrity, virtue, or a moral principle. By every definitions, corruption means violation of law, social, and ethical norms. It also the weakness, the root of a nation. The greatest strength and wealth of a nation are its youth. Benjamin Disraeli said, the youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity. The future of a nation lies in the hands of posterity. Youth is highly affected due to the inequality and immorality, poor and inadequate educations. So first they become victim of corruptions, and eventually become victim of corruptions, and eventually become corrupt. In order to remove all this malpractice and ill deeds from the society, youth should raise a voice against corruptions. Youth is eventually actively participate in advocating anti-corruption policies, influencing to others come to forward and monitoring the government's actions. Youth can use public places to communicate an anti-corruption message or organize anti-corruption message or organize for competitions for drama, essays, and cartoons that communicate an anti-corruption message. It is time to focus constructively on using power of the youth. And let us make this world free from corruptions. Thank you to all.
Well said, dear. Corruption is a key for world development. If corruption is banned, world will be developed automatically.
Good afternoon to everyone. I am Ratish, studying 8th standard. I am there in front of you with a new topic, karma is boomerang. There is no good thing which is not recorded. There is no evil thing which is not punished. Mouth can lie, eyes cannot. People will forget, karma will not. Because karma is definitely a boomerang. In Hinduism and Buddhism, it is believed karma is result of good or bad energy that a person put out into the world, and what they will review in return is their karma. It is suitable code that the Lord uses to register your good and bad action. Good or bad, what you put out into the universe will also be served to you. If good is so, the good is collected. Karma is no menu. You get served what you deserve. Do not believe in lack, only believe God and karma, because karma will help you to get attention of God and will help luck to stuck by your side. Karma says when somebody is not right for you, God will continuously use them to hurt you until you are strong enough to let them go. In order to get what you want, you have to worthy of those things. Is the concept of what you reap, you sow. There are 3 types of karma. They are Pradapta, Sansita, Agami. Pradapta, it is experienced to the present body. Second one, Sansita, it is sum of one's past karma. Last one, Agami, it is result of correct decision and action. There is an example in science for karma. It is Isaac Newton third law. What is Newton's third law? For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Whenever you are doing work honestly, response will come positively. There are some sayings of Swami Vivekananda about karma. If you do harm to somebody, that harm stay on your head and wait for proper time, and it will give equal batting to you. In same way, if you do good to others, that good will stay on your head and wait for proper time, and it will give more than equal good to you. Thus, think good thoughts, say nice things, do good to others, everything comes back. Be yourself and enjoy yourself. Show me a smile and I will show on you back. Thank you.
Fantastic, dear. Karma in founded on the golden rule of doing for others what you would like to do for you.
We have successfully completed our grade 8 oratory competition. Now it's time to share the compliments to the students. I request our chief guests, AO sir and principal sir, to present the gifts. We would like to call all the grade 8 students to the stage. Dear students, kindly encourage them. Give a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Now our judge is going to share about something. Please. Good evening to all. It was my pleasure to be here. First of all, I would like to thank for giving me this opportunity to be here. Everyone, you have done a great job. I have learned a lot from you. It's a learning experience for me. I congratulate all the students who have participated in this, and I wish all the best to everyone. Thank you.
A warm good evening to everyone here. And I always take pride to say that this institution is the one which makes the students to think braver, stronger, and smarter. Yes. Thank you. And one more thing, that all great achievements starts with a dream. So I want you all to dream, and you all to be a dreamer. Dreamer of what? Dreamer to change the world. For changing the world, what is important? What is the weapon? Education. Very good. So education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Yes? No? Can you? It is possible or not? Yes, it is possible, because nothing is impossible. Impossible is the word only to be found in Fool's Dictionary. It is not in our dictionary, no? Yes? Because you are strong, brave, and smarter. Yes, very good, my dears. Here's the spirit. And one more thing. See, if you have that spirit, just I want to encourage your spirit, and my heartily congratulations to all the students for your participation, because participating is more important than winning. According to me, you all are winners. Okay? You did a fabulous job. See, the school is giving you so much of opportunities to shine. Just grab that opportunities and utilize in a effective manner. Okay? And keep rocking like this. Will you do that? Yes, of course. All the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your flawless words. So, as ma'am says, definitely we will make them to shine, ma'am. Yes, sir. Before that, we congratulate to everyone. It's a very immense pleasure to announce our prize winners for our today's oratory competition 2022 to 2023. We are glad to say is that our students are very talented and can be so versatile. They can do their job really well, and that's proven right in front of you. Now I request you to put your hands together for our prize winners. We would like to call our chief guests, AO sir and our principal sir, to appreciate the prize winners. First, we would like to...
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here in front of you all. Dear participants and one and all, good afternoon to all of you. It's been an honor to stand in front of you to announce the prize winners of grade 6 to 8 standard. For that, I would like to call our school principal and our guest on the dais, please. It has been an eventful day filled with lot of enthusiasm, excitement, and eloquence. Really, you people have done a very great job. Whenever you speak, a thing of sparkle which comes out of the dais. Really, it was very mesmerizing to see all these shining stars to deliver such a wonderful speech. First, I'm privileged to announce the prize winners of grade 6. Here we have 6 winners. First, I would like to start with S. Dia of 6th A4. S. Tanchika of 6th A1. T. Darshika of 6th A4. P. Mritulika of 6th A4. B. Bhavisha of 6th A4. And K. Sharmila of 6th A3. My sincere appreciation to all the prize winners, and also extend my sincere appreciation to all the parents and teachers who have stand behind to them, and you have helped a lot for make them to present such a wonderful speech. Thanks one and all. I also want to thank the judges for their fair and unbiased judgment. Really, it would be a very difficult task for you all to select the winners. Really, thanks again for your wonderful judgment. According to our eyes, we see all the students as a winner. But when it comes to a competition, we used to rate your speech according to the marks, and on the marks which you have obtained, we are announcing the winners. Apart from that, on our eyes, you all are winners and you all have done a great job. So this time, these six people are the luckiest one to grab the awards. So my sincere appreciation to all the 6 winners from grade 6. Thank you, students. Next, I would like to call upon the winners from grade 7. Here also we have 6 winners. So I start with SS Aishwarya of 7th A4, B. Srinika of 7th A3, S. Pragashini from 7th A4, S. Nitika Sri from 7A3, K. Induja from 7th A2, S. Chitra Sri from 7th A4. Once again, my sincere appreciation to all the winners of 7th standard. Now it's time to honor them. I would like to call upon our principal sir to honor all the winners. Thank you, students. Thanks for your wonderful show. Then, I'm going to announce the winners from 8th standard. Here, we got 7 winners. The first winner is Shakti Sridevi K from 8th A2, K Sarvesh from 8th A3, R Akshaya from 8th A1, MR Sanjana from 8th A2, V. Pritikashri from 8th A3. G.S. Panimalar Bharati from 8th A3. G. Jerome from 8th A1. We are extremely happy and excited to hear your wonderful speech about karma and about youth against corruption. Really, your speech is very inspiring, and we hope that your speech would have inspired the audience too. And surely, we guarantee the people that surely as students will be a good citizen in the future, and they will help India to shine well. Thank you. And other good news awaits for 9th standard, because due to some time constraint, we are going to postpone your speech competition on Monday. So on Monday it will be as usual full working day for all the 9th standard students, and the competition will commence from 9:30 a.m. It might not be a good news for the parents, because you have to wait for another 2 days to witness your children's speech. So that is the announcement which I have for you today. So 9th standard students are advised to make use of the time and prepare well for your upcoming speech competition. So all the best. Once again, I congratulate all the winners for your wonderful performance. You all made our grade very great. We are really happy to see witness all your performance. Thanks for the opportunity, dear children. Wish you all the best. Now over to the MC. Kindly take it.
Next, it's time for gratitude. I request Mrs. Preeti Sheetal ma'am to deliver the vote of thanks.
Joy is the simple of gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of the organization, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guests, Mrs. Deepa Lakshmi ma'am and A.M. Divya ma'am, who have taken time out of their busy schedule to grace this occasion with their presence. A special thanks to our respected principal sir, AO sir, HM ma'am for inspiring us to work hard and serving as your pillars of strength. We express our sincere gratitude to our devoted teachers and parents for their tireless work. They not only support academically but work with us in other extracurricular activities with flexible timings. I thank all our young orators who have excellently performed here today. Last but not least, I want to thank the folks who worked behind the scenes to make this event possible, including cameraman, technical supporters, and the social media viewers. Once again, I thank you for making this event a grand success. At last, work hard, dream big, never give up. Thank you one and all. Keep supporting and stay tuned for Grade 9 Oratory Competition.
Nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. I request everybody to stand for national anthem.
जनगणगतिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल रमंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जल शिशरंगा जव सुबह नामे जाहे दव सुभाषिष मा